Sounds awful.
Sounds awful.
It was brutal.
Are you? Are you?
Actually, yesterday was not as brutal as this morning. So this
Are
morning
you?
I had some.
I was
Actually,
gonna say,
I
are
had,
you? Are you trying to quit?
yes, I am.
I am sure there are. I'm fairly positive that there are 3 days where you were passed out for an entire day and didn't consume anything.
That is
Those
not
aren't-
true. I've never been passed out for a full 24-hour period. And I can guarantee you, whatever waking hours I had, there was caffeine consumed. Like a Highlander with their sword, I have never been far from my caffeine.
All right, I believe we are now live.
Oh,
Okay.
You
Hi, everybody.
stash it up your butt.
Yeah. All right.
Jacket pocket. We're live, Pat.
What now?
All right. Welcome. Back to
And
Screams
now
of
it's
Spero.
Joe.
I believe we're at episode 28. I did a little try to double check that. I know I've skipped it plenty of times before. And our wonderful crew of players that I'm pretty sure you can pretty much figure them all out from if you've been watching before. And I am your DM, and this has been going on for a little while, but let's a little bit of a recap. We are at Fengsport, and our illustrious heroes are trying to locate Zin, a champion from a long time ago, who apparently has power and...
You're not broadcasting.
Am I not coming in?
No.
It says as I'm going on YouTube art. It's been a minute.
I was going to say, I got the notification on my YouTube that it was going
It
live.
shows that you're live, but the screen is showing the load screen for the streaming software.
Oh, what's going on? Any pop-up thing yet?
I don't have anything yet.
No? Where is this thing?
Refreshing. Yeah, no, it's
Alright, what's
screen is showing the load screen for the streaming software. It's showing. See my screen? That's what it's showing on my end.
I've got you. Ben, wave.
Is it working now?
I don't have anything yet.
Well,
I can see it.
no.
Is it just me? Refreshing. Yeah, no.
No, I don't. I just have the load screen as well.
Huh. That might be you because I'm the only. I'm logged in and watching.
Hacked.
I can see Ben, but I can't
See my
see the
screen? That's what's showing on my end.
display that it usually
I've
runs.
got you. Ben,
Oh, wait.
wave.
Somebody's running
Is it
about
working now?
I
a
can
minute and a
see
half
that.
behind,
I can
and
see it.
it's just now playing through their speakers, and it's coming through the.
It's just me.
Yeah, that's Lee.
Yeah, no,
Because
no,
I got it now.
Yeah. No, I see it also going as well. Making sure it was hitting.
Yeah, I'm showing live.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, no, it's not you. That's you.
Well, hopefully, like I said, we'll try to get...
Oh, wait, take that back. It's my laptop.
Alright.
I was gonna say I think that's you, my friend. I'm showing us on.
Okay,
Why is
so...
Not showing on my
as us
laptop.
amateurs continue to work through the internet live.
Crisis averted.
We are trying to find Zin. He has one of the powers of silk in him that is Hades is using the controller, and we have discovered that he is sort of hiding in the fighting pits known by a group of criminal overlords in Fengsport of Frog and Slate. Our band has gone to one of our locations and made contact, and hopefully setting up a chance to meet the fixer to get a little bit of that things going on. And Oleski has had an interesting night entertaining the locals at the tavern. And our lovely Kenku has decided to go home, followed by our new addition, Cole, to the party. So that is kind of where we are. And we will get into that. That's what I need to do. Red purple octopus. All right. Some sounds here. All right. So Russell, you pretty much you are pretty much outside the door of the house that you remember. I need you to make a perception check.
Ugh.
That is an 8.
All right. So it's pretty dark. There's not much. You know, this area for Fangsport isn't really known well for its lighting, so nothing seems to be pretty much off kilter to you. But you do not recognize your own home.
I do or do not?
You do.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look around me first, to make sure that nobody is paying attention to me.
All right. Go ahead and give me another perception check for that. And this will be a disadvantage because it's night.
That's a 12.
All right. I mean, you don't think anyone's like particularly maybe scoping you out, but you think some people have taken notice of you, maybe 3 or 4 individuals. But wouldn't be out of the ordinary in a city because you are a bit of a rarity.
Describe the house to me. Is there any way to reach around back?
Yeah, there's a back door. It's it has like a very narrow connection to like the 2 other buildings, so you could kind of slip in there if you really try to force yourself, but it's not it wouldn't be a comfortable fit. But it has a front door, and you do remember having a back door, but you're at the front at the moment.
Okay. I see, because I honestly probably would have approached from the back, I think. And tell me, I mean, because I don't have this in my notes. I know what my mother does as a profession. Does she do that out of the house, or does she have her own establishment?
Out of the house.
Okay.
She does Avon.
No. So I'll knock on the front door.
Okay. Cole, what did you like to do as you had followed Russell? I can't hear you if you got your voice thing going.
I think I still want to just stay in the shadows for now, just see what. Like, I know what she's doing, I think. I have an idea, I think I heard,
Yep.
of what she might be doing, but I just want to make sure that she doesn't get in any trouble.
Okay, why don't you give me a perception check?
Okay. 29?
All right, there are a lot of different individuals in this place. You would think some of them could be definitely dangerous.
Inside the house
No,
or just
outside,
around us?
outside the house. Like, these appear to be more ruffian type of individuals being late at night than like civilians of the economic structure of a city or of the establishments.
Okay. And Russell is entering the home.
She's knocked on the door.
Knocked on the door.
I would like to approach Russell. No, I don't want to throw her off, so I'll stay in the shadows.
Okay. You hear a little bit of commotion. You hear something sound like an A, Jen, but didn't quite sound like your mother.
Okay.
And as you kind
Like-
of look down now, The door is slightly ajar, like it's been broken into a while ago.
I know I roll. I rolled low. Do I does it have any kind of appearance as the front for a bakery at all?
No, I mean, she had a small sign on the that she used. There was a small sign on the sign that on the side of the house that said she did it, but it never really fully like broadcast advertising big.
All right.
But that sign now that you're looking for it isn't there anymore.
All right. I'm just gonna push the door open just a crack.
Okay.
Like I'm not going in. I'm just pushing, because I'm fully aware that it's been years. They may have moved to a different place. I'm just, which is why I didn't just bust in. So I'm just gonna push it open just a hair, and call out, "Willow, Soren."
Who's there?
Willow,
Yeah, I already answered. I said, who's there?
where's Willow?
No Willow here. Wrong door. Piss off.
And she will, but I will close the door
Okay.
and I will back up.
The door doesn't close, like, will stay latched.
That's fine. I'll leave it the way I found it. I'm a little disappointed, but I want to stealth, and I want to go up the road and around around the alley and around back,
Okay. Roll stealth.
just to see if it looks any different. And I don't like that die. It's been doing me wrong.
Dice jail.
That's much better. Stealth. That will be a 25.
Okay. Cool. You'll need a perception at advantage to track her. Okay, you got her.
Yep.
All right, so you get to the back door. It takes you about 7 minutes to kind of do a little quick move around.
Is there what does it look like out back?
It looks pretty like a lot of trash has been accumulated up, which would be a little uncommon for your mother's house.
All right. All right. And it's accumulated, so this is nothing that's new. It's not like somebody broke in tonight. So I will. I'll go back to Aphrodite, or the embrace. I don't want to go into an establishment and ask questions if I don't have anybody to back me up.
Okay. Cole, you're gonna see her look like she's returning back to the tavern that you guys left.
And her feathers are all slicked down in disappointment.
Can't hear you.
She's a sad bird.
Do I need to make an insight check to tell how I think she feels, or can I tell just based on her feathers and her look?
She's portraying it out to you, so you know how she feels.
I'm gonna.
I'm not trying to hide it.
You gonna drop down?
Instead of following, I'm gonna approach.
Okay. All right.
Evening, Russell.
Did I notice them approaching me, or did they pop out of the blue?
It's just Cole. He doesn't have anybody else around him, and he was pretty quiet. But you think you were more because you were lost in your immediate emotions. I mean, it's not too surprising, but it is a little bit of startling, but it's not enough to set you off, type of thing.
All right. I'm gonna snap my beak shut in irritation once, and look at him. Kind of just do the once over look. And I will say, "What do you want?" And the voice that I'm giving you is like a petulant 12-year-old child.
I noticed that you're out this fine evening. For a stroll, perhaps?
She kind of snorts at him, but at this point, I'm just gonna keep on walking back the way I came. But I'm gonna pay a little bit more attention to my surroundings so that I don't get jumped.
Okay.
Since I didn't see him right off, I need to pay more attention.
All
Can I help with something? May I walk with you?
It's a free road, isn't it?
right.
Well, I suppose it is.
Which
I didn't know she was British.
I need to write that one down. I like that one.
So I'm just gonna like march up next to her, just kind of making fun of how she phrased that, because it obviously is a free road. So I'm kind of just like walking, probably like 3 feet to her left or right, whichever way the road is set up. Just kind of giving her her space and also kind of walking in the middle.
Okay. All right. Finksport, for you guys on your way back, you'll notice that it's still vibrant and alive. There's still a lot of activity going on. People talking, dealing, dancing, partying, drinking a lot. A lot of people going around. It didn't look like a lot has quieted down too much for this place. And then you guys will make your way back to the tavern. So from there, the night kind of ends. Everybody will wake up in the morning and be able to head downstairs for some breakfast. And so you guys will all be back together. Aleski, you will have 1 point of exhaustion, but that's all you have. That's your only bad thing to happen to you.
That you know of.
No, that's all he knows. He knows. He gave me some
They have
interesting
medicine.
abilities.
They have
didn't
medicine
have
to
to roll any
clear that right up.
saves.
Oh shit. I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is.
Okay, so you guys, for a recap part, you'll be met by affixers apparently set up by this bartender. So you still probably have a few hours if you guys want to do something else, or you just want to time skip to that frame. You guys are more than welcome to choose anything or go over anything prior to this possible meeting.
Firebrand, do we need to visit any local shops to replenish spells, supplies, anything of that nature?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
So if we decided, if we are definitely, well, we definitely are entering this arena of combat, but if we decided who will be entering,
I will. You will.
I was hoping
will
so.
not.
The last time we sent in just 2, and I was thinking perhaps a 3-man team might bring in a new set of skills.
Oh, so you're coming with us, Idris. Thanks for volunteering.
Probably depends on what kind of competition.
That's
I'd
what I'm
like
trying
to
to do,
participate.
Zhu. I am definitely trying to volunteer, but I was trying to broach it delicately. I was afraid of, injuring or wounding your pride, implying that the 2 of you may need a 3rd.
Well, it also depends on the rules.
Of course.
Strength in numbers. You are not going to insult me in any way. I prefer to outnumber the opponents.
Right now, we'll know, milady, I would think you entering a gladiatorial big pit of fighting would be a little beneath your station. And kind of
Okay, now that's offensive.
deprives
It
the
is definitely
obsidian
beneath
raven
my station,
to
but in the
defend you.
Sorry.
Well, we're just saying we're here to defend you, and that would limit our ability if you are in arena.
Limit your ability. Oh.
But I mean, if you're confident in our comrades, then we will obviously support your decision.
So
Noted, and
what I'm
thank you,
hearing is
but-
Rydell is volunteering.
Well, noted and thank you. And Rydell could, in theory, provide the same healing, etc. But I am clearly the strongest combatant from our group. And while it may be beneath my station, with the fate of the Raven Queen herself at stake, I do not think I can stand on pride. I need to make sure that we are victorious.
Yes, brother.
It sounded like an insult, but I'm not sure.
You're not the one that has the pride.
Zendred pats you on the shoulder and goes, "It's okay, Shu. No insult was intended."
Thank you.
T goes, "Hey, I like to fight. I'll do it."
Hey, more the merrier.
Who was that?
Russell's friend, the halfling.
Apparently, I'm the only one not volunteering.
Well, I also figured that sending in somebody with a little bit of healing wasn't necessarily a bad idea either. Can you heal a
I
little
could
while?
also participate.
No.
This is not midget wrestling here, people. We need warriors.
I'm definitely made to kill people
Please don't take this as an offense.
and provide
Zendred.
support.
Please don't take this as an offense, Zendred, but perhaps what Rydell was politely trying to say is he would be better suited to enter the fight with Zhu and I.
Fair.
And I believe he would have some of those healing capabilities that you mentioned.
He may indeed. And she's kind of glaring at you a little bit. Fine, very well.
Sometimes girls just want to have fun. That's why Zindra wants to get in there. Do some killing.
But they're not wrong. It would be foolish of me to risk myself when Rydell will do in my place.
She just
Or
told you
Shadow
it's
Smite, to
expendable.
be honest, depending on the skill set you'd like to bring with you. She does have healing capabilities as well, though we may have to instruct her that she must use them. And she kind of glances at Shadow Smite as she says it.
She has in the past when required of.
Oh, and she will, definitely. But sometimes, she gets a little bit overzealous on the combat end.
I think-
I'd rather prefer to fight alongside you, milady, than those two.
Fair.
I think her being your backup in her special way would probably be best.
Very well. Then I will let Rydell step in my place, and Shadow Smite and I will watch from the sidelines.
I'm also blessed with the divine arts.
Yeah, see, I think tragically, unfortunately, none of us trust you yet.
Oh, that's probably fair.
Or the new one.
Sorry if my direct nature offends.
Oh, no. I completely agree.
Firebrand, care for a drink?
Yes. Let's.
All right.
It may be
so
breakfast, but I'll join.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
You guys are clearly a bad influence on
We're
me.
having an influence on Zindra.
Yeah, y'all are clearly a bad influence on me. She'll join you for a morning drink.
All
Daniel.
Oh, cute pupper.
Go steal slippers. We got to figure out how to get into this gladiatorial battle to begin with, and see
I believe
what
that's what happens when we meet the Fixer, is it not?
restrictions there are. But
That's what we're led to believe.
I know the terms that you surface dwellers use are a little odd, Fixer, but I get the general gist. We've got to talk to the guy who arranges the fights.
Is there a place? I guess maybe I should ask the barkeep. Is there a shop or merchant or even some back alley person who sells anything like this? And I'm gonna show him a bullet.
A bullet?
Yeah, like the ammunition for my weapon.
Nope. Use what you have sparingly.
HK looks at it quizzically. You use a sling?
Kind of, but like a rocket powered sling.
What's a rocket?
So something in the back goes bang, and then there's fire, and then
Oh, fire! Yeah, all right.
yeah,
I know
see,
fire.
and then
Yeah.
the metal thing comes flying out really fast and
He
kills stuff.
goes, I think if you go to Alathar's glorious items, you could find that. Maybe.
You should have been with us when we were at HK's home city. That would have been your best bet.
Ben, has
I
HK
caught up
ever
to
seen anything like a firearm before?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I
It
won't be
is.
too.
It is very common with the at your place.
So we're all just being stupid. We're like, oh yeah, guns and rockets. I know what
Well,
that is.
you haven't. You haven't.
I was about to say, how about the drow? Have they seen it before?
The
I
drow
was
have,
just
yes, the drow because you fought Forstad, so that
okay,
is
so I'm familiar with it, but
Yeah.
she remained silent just the same.
yeah. Russell and Firebrand probably would not have seen that device unless you've really encountered something of it. But you guys, being more military, have absolutely seen firearms. And
How
especially-
good are you with that thing?
And Forstad is a very steampunk world, so they're
Quite good. Quite good. I mean, it really was my job before to shoot this and keep my comrades alive.
Okay, so
So-
if I put an apple on Jew's head, you could shoot it off?
Don't do that.
Absolutely.
Well, it was a thought. Jew was up for it.
What was the name of the shop that the barkeep mentioned?
Oh, please, I moved off it. Alathar's
Yeah,
glorious items.
We should definitely all go there. Ben is boning up on his shopkeep role playing.
And do I know where that is? Or is there a shopping or a merchant district that I know where it is?
Is there one of those boards like in the mall that tell you where all the shops are? That says you are here.
Let me see. 23. I gotta go check my map.
That's the place where we purchased HK's oils.
No, that was in Forstad.
Yes, you do know it is in the center island of Bangsport.
No, I believe the first time he mentioned wanting them was at this shop here in this town. Didn't we already stop here?
Nope. We've never
No,
been here.
Ben told me when I asked about it, and I was told that I had to go to Forstad to find it.
Yeah.
When I went into the first shop, HK and I went to it, just ourselves.
So is it new because it's been established since, or is it new because of changes y'all wreaked in the timeline?
Bum, bum, bum.
You never went here even prior before the timeline.
Okay.
Yeah, that was all Forstad that you're talking about.
Then I too would encounter this shop.
Yeah, I'm going to march off to the shop.
We're going shopping.
Hold on, we're all coming.
I'm gonna-
Russell, you're leading them?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
So everybody's going?
Sure.
Yeah.
And
ain't gonna
when-
spend
Yeah,
itself.
sure, why not?
Did you say it was or was not in a district, or
It's in the middle,
It is
center
in the
island.
middle district, which you know to be where mostly the government of Fangsport is run.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where they ask questions when you cross the bridge. Like, where are you going? What are you doing?
Oh, I remember that.
the whole time that I'm walking, I want to keep my eyes out specifically for Kenku and specifically for Black Kenku,
Okay.
which I know most of us are, but
All right, so it takes you about 15 minutes or so to get to where the bridge is.
Are Rexier, Jurux, and Z with us as well?
Yeah, if you want to take everyone with you, everyone will
Yeah.
follow you. They'll be in the back.
Alrighty.
We got rolling through here.
Gangnam style.
So your whole troop will be marching through. So I think it's 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Jesus
So
Christ.
walking right across to the center.
Small army.
We ain't exactly going low profile, no.
When the white flame walks, we roll deep.
It's gonna be hell trying to get a table for lunch. God.
Perhaps we should send somebody ahead.
We need a
Yeah.
bard.
Can we put our name in? Who
We
can
could
put
hire
our
a
name in?
minstrel to follow us around and record our tales for you, Zhu.
That and I need my own theme music. Every good hero
History
has
is
his own
important.
theme music.
If Firebrand dies, Ben knows. I always come back as a bard. It's gonna be a
Lee?
bard.
My movie reference, buddy.
I'm gonna walk in the middle of the group. So it's
Wait.
hard to see me.
What did you movie reference?
I said every good hero needs his own theme music.
Yes.
All right. As you're approaching up, two guys will immediately hold all of you, especially you, Russell, since you're leading them. Do you guys stop? I'll assume everyone stops.
Mm-hmm.
Halt there. What the hell are you guys? Where are you guys all going?
Alathar's.
Business?
Shopping.
Where'd you all come from?
Where do you think we came from? We came from the bar.
Yeah, which bar?
The Embrace.
Oh. Let's see. Business with the Embrace?
Who's asking?
Just staying there while we're in town.
I'm
You
asking.
know, we're from Greenwood. You know, we're just staying there while we're in town. Gonna do some shopping, sightsee.
And
Was
you
this guy a
are-
guard or an official of some form?
This is definitely a city
The
guard.
the bridges all have guards that are on them, and they interrogate you just for walking around.
And
Well,
honestly, and Russell
Zinner
is
looks
probably
affronted, but holds her tongue.
Okay.
and Russell is probably used to this treatment. Even and every time somebody like Cole says something, is kind of going
Yeah.
before she gives this clear response, short, concise. Leave me the hell alone. I want to get across the border. Border patrol kind guy.
Yeah, crossing from one side to the other is usually very difficult with these city guards because they are very grueling with information. You never found out. You never really know why, but they are very astute to trying to get as much out of people as possible. Don't really pay anything, but especially large groups, they will usually pester for a while as part of their routine.
Mm.
So he goes, you, the fancy robe guy, are you the leader?
Yeah. Yes.
And your name?
I mean, these are pretty
Zinner
plain
coughs
robes, but
slightly to the side.
What was your name?
this is Aileron.
Oh. And this troop of variety of individuals.
Friends.
Yeah.
This troop of friends.
Do you have a
Yes.
name? Are you a mercenary group that's working out of the Embrace?
Oh no, we're just a group of friends, checking out the city, sightseeing,
Oh,
doing some
sure.
shopping.
Oh, I see. So if we detain a
That's
couple
like
of you here while some
Money
of you other go
spends
shopping,
good, right?
wouldn't be bad, would it?
Oh, I see. The merchants in your city don't want us to spend our gold. That's okay. Maybe we can come back another day.
Maybe you need to turn around.
I'm sure Alethar doesn't want us to spend our gold.
Probably. Do you need to turn around, sir, or would you mind certain of your individuals being detained?
Why would you feel the need to detain us?
Why would you seem that would be a problem to have big armored guy?
Because
Is
my
it
job is to make sure he is taken care of.
And my job
is
is to
it
make sure the
regular
city's all right.
protocol to
Is there something that you're not
detain
telling me
random individuals from groups?
as a friend, or is this a much more of a mercenary type of group that you have as individuals? Because you all seem to be pretty well armed
Would
and
The
having
group-
a productive group.
The group,
Here.
the group is our friends. However, I am honor bound to protect Alaron.
if you were out with your friends and they wanted to just detain some of them, you wouldn't find that odd or be concerned?
Alron, you gotta understand that I'm the authority here and you're not the authority. So that's where the things get a little flipped here for who gets to detain who, you know?
No,
Well-
I just don't see a need to detain anyone. This is a city with commerce, and we're trying to partake in that commerce.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
see a
true.
reason
It's
to
something
detain someone.
suspicious.
Are you accusing somebody of shoplifting, stealing?
Possibly. Possibly suspicious activity. You seem very suspicious, Alron.
Yes,
Well,
if
officer,
I'm tall. It's very suspicious.
Is there
we
only
do
the one guard?
apologize. We are world travelers, so we do know how to defend ourselves, and we've come to realize that this city there are fairly dangerous gangs of goblins running around accosting people on the streets. So we felt the need to be well defended here while we travel around the city. Perhaps if the guards could lend us an escort, we'd be far more comfortable and safe in the city.
Oh no, we don't do that. But I like you're a lot more polite. I like you. Why don't you guys go? You, Alron, and your trusted bodyguard. We want to ask you a few more questions.
Is he the only guard there?
No, he's got another guy with him, but you do know there's probably more not too far in the distance. The actual center island there that you can see entrusted with the walls. There's usually a garrison of soldiers. You're pretty much going in where the military. That's where that you know of that of any governmental view of soldiers or anything like that. That's where they are. The outer city parts that the bridges connect to are completely uncivilized. Those gang leaders like Frog and Slate rule there. Hobbs rules on the other part. The vampire rules on the south there and all that. They get to do whatever they want outside that. But that center hub there is where the officials are, and the military base would be operating. So you're pretty much walking into sort of like a soldier's garrison, which is probably why
Shot you in
Alathar's shop is not is the reason why it's close by.
I shot you a message.
And the
I'm-
shop is in this part of the town,
Just outside of the keep.
but it's on the center island.
Yes,
Okay.
you just haven't got past the bridge with these two annoying guards.
I will be uncharacteristically frank with you. I truly respect the diligence with which you pursue your duties and understand that when large numbers, especially with large numbers that possess individuals such as myself, I waved towards you without saying his name, and some of my companions also waving towards Rydell and, of course, Lady Zendrin, that there is reason to be concerned, especially near the heart of such a vibrant city. I can assure you that our purpose here has nothing to do with this part of your city in any way, other than we intend to go to the shop to procure some wares for one of our friends And we were told when coming here we should always stick together when going places, lest individuals from some of the other areas of the town, the ones that you do not so diligently protect, take notice, heed, and advantage of us. I apologize if that seems as a threat towards your fine fortress and establishment. That was never our purpose, never our cause.
Persuasion check.
At advantage?
No, you would almost be at disadvantage, but you did speak very eloquently.
No, I always have advantage on persuasion checks.
No, you're already even.
Oh, I was already at. Okay, so I need to reroll, is what you're saying. Okay.
This
Yeah,
guy,
you
this
insult
guy's
them
intent
eloquently.
on in holding you up. Like you know that he's not on the narrow.
So I will have whispered to Rex here to have him, Jorux, and Z offer to stay behind just in order to get this guard to shut up.
Okay, but he really wants. He wants now Firebrand and HK.
I rolled a natural 20, or not a natural 20. I have a 20 with my
Okay,
a dirty 20.
he goes. Tell you what. Just let our Captain Blaine talk to you. The two of you, like I said. The rest of you guys can do some shopping and catch up. Take about 10 minutes.
I think we can agree to a 10-minute delay while our compatriots continue on their way.
I'll be staying with them.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right.
So I don't think he can see me because I'm literally behind all the big people, but I'm sure he can hear my voice as I say, "Oh man," because now I gotta stay behind. Firebrand staying behind. I gotta stay behind.
All right. Who wants to go off and not deal with the delay?
Yeah, Cole, if you're standing between me behind me and HK, no one's gonna see you ever.
Tons of big people in this party.
Yeah.
Cole, weren't you the one that specifically needed to go to this shop?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I was sent here to follow him.
Get your
No,
gear,
don't
and
worry,
I
we
will
can-
take care of him.
Yes, we can keep track of him while you get your.
Well,
HK
well then I
has
thank
it.
you,
Don't worry.
and I bow low to Zindred and HK.
All right. So you're gonna go off to Alathar's.
Yes.
All right. Jew, are you
As
gonna go off to Alathar's?
Let me know if he has anything cool.
Where's Alexi going?
I
I
don't
will
know.
stay with Alexi.
Alexi, are you going to Alathar's?
Yeah, I'm going to continue on to Alathar's. I mean,
Okay.
So at this point, HK, in your mind, you will hear Alexi tell you, at this point, we need to just not arouse suspicion, follow through, and just maintain that we're just here, passing through, having lodging. And then I'll say the same thing telepathically to Firebrand. Keep it simple. We're just passing through, maintaining lodging on our travels around the world. We'll if we don't see you in 20 minutes or so at the establishment, we'll come back to find you.
If you don't see me in 20 minutes, look for the smoke.
That's
But
why
Jew, I
I'm
mean-
with Alexi. He's much more eloquent in saying that, and he knows I can't lie to save my ass.
Okay.
Because I
And this will
told-
actually, and this is out loud to everybody, this will actually afford us a chance to not completely fill up the shop so that we can't move around and shop effectively. So I think it's a good thing that we'll be delayed just a few moments between shopping attempts.
Russell, are you going with the Alathar group or staying behind?
Russell, you have to show them how to get there. It's okay.
We'll be fine, my friend.
I'm going to go with them, but before I walk off, I'm going to... No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. I don't want to do it.
Now I want you to do it. I don't know what it is, but now the way you acted.
What are you gonna do?
Is it going to get us in trouble? Do
If I'm going to get us in trouble, do it.
it.
Hobbs piss.
No. Hobbs nectar, come on. Okay, fine. She'll do it. She's gonna gesture to T to stay with Firebrand.
Okay.
Then she's going to reach into her pouch and then offer her hand to the guard to shake his hand and palm him a gold. And she's going to look him in the eye and say, "He's really harmless, like a little bunny." And she's going to cast Charm Person in a 30-foot radius so she catches the other guard.
All right.
Wait, did she say harmless or homeless?
I need to be careful. Let's just get T out here. Load up, give me some dice.
And that's at second level, so I can hit them both.
Ah, alright. He goes, "Oh, fuck, that's all I was trying to say. I just want to know they were harmless. Alright, yeah, sure, yeah, alright. Go ahead, guys. You're free to go." He takes the coin, and then they go off pestering somebody else who's coming up the bridge.
I'm eyeing the other guard. Was he equally as happy to walk away?
Yeah, he seemingly didn't even give a shit in the first place. He was just watching around what everybody else was doing. So
Okay.
it was just the guy who was pestering you seemed to be more intent on.
He was worried about harassing his own group.
No, he looked like he wasn't very bright enough to do the job. So the other guy took charge.
He was like, "Why are we harassing people? It's war."
He's just like, "I'm bored, man."
Report.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
even
glad
supposed to
you
be
are
here
doing
today.
paperwork.
You gonna fill this paperwork out? I'm not doing it. All right, so you get past the guards. So Russell, deduct the gold coin. Well
You
done.
hear that
I
one,
did.
too?
All right.
Yes, I did. I laughed.
No, no.
And I will lead them to Alathar's. And again, I'm keeping my eye out for Kenku, but I'm also going to start looking for a bakery.
Okay. There's not one here.
I'm going to look for a bar.
This is a very...
Well, and while we're walking, I'm going to give Russell a gold to replace the one she spent and say, "That was pretty cool."
All right.
She's going to be like, "Don't worry about it."
You gotta totally remember that one.
Well, he's the governor. He has to worry about it.
I've never seen a better way to
Dude, I don't get paid anymore. We went back in the timeline.
Still the governor.
I lost my salary and my pension. God damn it!
My pension. Alathar's is a nice one-story building. It's made of white, and there's a lot of which appears to be bronze inlay all around the place with a very green thatch top. There's a lot of little things coming out of the windows and stuff in terms of like sun catchers and wind chimes and stuff like that. It's a little short, so HK, you're not really sure you're gonna be comfortable in this building.
Mm-hmm.
Where pretty much everybody else. Jew might be also a little. How tall are you, Jew?
I'm gonna wait outside anyways. And
How tall is you?
post up. I'm like 5'6".
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not,
Wait,
Smaller than I
Jew's too
thought,
tall?
Way
I'm not that tall.
Well, shit.
This is a very small part than I thought.
Okay,
Oh,
Yeah, no,
you're not hiding behind people like you
6'5",
thought.
I'm shorter than Firebrand for sure.
Well, I'm 6'5", so
So-
5'6" is definitely.
All right, so
shorter.
Firebrand, the ceiling.
Cole's like,
you're not.
dude, you're like the same size as me.
You're the door width is no problem for you, Firebrand, but the height is a little intimidating.
Yeah, I'm skinny.
Oh yeah, I got myself at 5'6", $175. I'm a little guy. I'm a little
Little guy.
feisty barbarian.
For 5'6", that's pretty beefy.
Yep. All right, so
Yeah, beer gut.
Jew, you're staying outside.
That checks out. I've watched you drink.
Jew staying outside.
Code.
HK, are you
Yes.
trying to go in or no?
I'm going to stand outside. My 7 foot, 350 pound frame is not
You can
conducive
change.
for that.
You can change your size.
I can, but I'm not going to do that for shopping.
If anything cool, I'll let you know.
Aleski, are you gonna
Actually,
win?
I don't
Happens,
fit.
I'll get in.
I can fit in, right? I just have to duck.
Yeah, you're gonna
the
definitely
door.
be playing a big scooch game.
I'm going to stand outside and basically act like one of those standing suits of armor kind of thing in front of the shop.
Like the cigar.
The
Indian.
cigar store Indian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scare all the little kids as they
around to
walk
watch
by.
what's happening.
Deception roll.
Because, yeah,
When one of them goes to poke you, you're gonna go, whoa!
that's a 25.
It's a great video. All right, you're playing statue.
You roll a 25.
I did.
Jews out there.
He's that
Well, you're
statue
above.
sitting on the bench.
Rolling high when it counts.
Rolled a 25 to stand still.
I'm leaning on him like he's like he's been there for a while.
Okay. All right.
Jew's like, hey, has anybody seen this cool HK statue they have outside of this place?
All right. The bell chimes ring as the rest of you enter in, and there is a bound of various stuff. You name it, it's in there. Except there is no armor. You don't see any armor or weapons. They just seem to be all sorts of different variations of merchandise.
Yeah, you go in.
I don't have much need for either of those. Sorry, dude. No weapons.
And a little guy pops around the
Why I
corner
stayed
and
outside.
goes, "Yes, may I help you?"
Hi.
Hi.
So I'm actually looking for ammunition. Have you got any?
Ammunition? Not often.
Ammunition.
I'm actually looking for like special ammunition. If you got any of that.
Well, I do have special things, but you have to be more definitive in your description of what you're looking for, because I sell a great deal of things, you know?
It's got a rocket on the back.
Rocket.
So if I like
And
look
fire. Don't forget the
around
fire.
what's next to him,
Yeah.
what can I
Fire.
see to kind of gauge what he might be selling?
This guy seems like he sells a variation of common magical items, between potions, scrolls, looks like bracers. There is definitely a case of jewelry that is where he's popped out from, rings and amulets,
Ooh,
stuff
I
like that.
like jewelry.
Weird oregano
That's
substance that smells skunky.
Oh, I'll take all of that.
But there's boxes and stuff, all sorts of stuff like that. You show him the bullet, he could probably, he will even tell you if he doesn't have it around.
Yeah, I was gonna. So that'll be the next thing. I'll show him
Okay.
what I'm looking for.
He takes out a
Eh.
little thing like that. Yes, yeah, actually have a box of that. Very rare, very expensive.
Box of ammo is very rare these days.
Yeah, it's gonna be real expensive. Holy shit.
Do you have gunpowder?
Yep.
You start loading your own.
How much of that do you have? How much does that run?
How much do you need?
I don't know. Maybe a few pounds.
5 silver per pound.
5 silver
Oh.
per pound.
Shit, that's cheap.
I can afford that. How
I might buy a
about
few pounds.
10 pounds of gunpowder?
Okay.
And do you have casings? So not these bullets, but just casings.
I do not have casings.
Hmm.
You're gonna have to start picking yours up.
Yeah. That's okay.
Does he have the bullet? The actual projectile?
No. He can supply the gunpowder part, but anything like metal like that, you'd have to go to a smith.
Does he know one that can make the projectile or the casings?
Somewhere in town, he's probably sure there's someone who does it. He doesn't care.
He doesn't have a friend he could point us in the direction of.
He looks pretty weird. You don't think he has a friend?
Oh, so when I
In
look
fact,
in,
when you ask for the gunpowder, it just kind of floats and lands on the counter.
so when I look in D&D Beyond for gunpowder, I see a keg and I see a powder horn, and the keg is 20 pounds. So can I just buy 20 pounds from him?
Sure.
And do you have a powder horn? Because I didn't bring mine.
Yes.
Fantastic. How much is that going to charge?
That'll be 7 silver.
Amazing. I'll take that off your hands as well.
Okay.
Once Cole seems like he's concluded his business, I feel like I'm on a goose chase. Well, Kenku chase. I'm gonna go up to the counter and in probably 2 different voices say, how do I want to put this? Have you seen Willow the Baker?
Nope. I don't go to, if you're outside of this area too much. Very dangerous. And annoying. I would check one of the taverns if you need to get some information. I hear that the people over the Aphrodite's fly trap know pretty lot of shit. If you can get the right payment to get that info.
She'll nod and walk away.
Just out of curiosity, what type of magical items have you got? Since you have so many things.
I got wands. I got like I said, I got staves. Are you indoor? You have a lot of
Well, I think Firebrand here was looking for something that might
Tell
be
me.
interesting.
Tell me about these stabs and wands.
ones that cast fireballs, lightnings, charm people. What you need?
Let me know what you got. Something cool. I mean, I got kind of fireballs on lock.
I am not standing here and just shouting out the entire inventory of my staff. That's my stuff. That just seems like
Come
around
on.
me and super boredom.
Well, I have to say, in my travels around the world, I've come to the realization that I'm not really able to carry all the materials that my friends and party might need. I'm actually interested in looking for enchantments that bolster my strength and provide greater capability. Do you have anything that might make me stronger?
Yeah, I've got some girdles of giant strength in the back, but those are pretty pricey. Very hot commodities. So I
What's
got
pricey?
one of Hill Giant strength will cost you 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, that's not pricey.
I got insight check on you, and I can tell you're lying, Mr. Wizard.
My face didn't give it away?
It Or I can help you with a bag of holding, which I can sell for 500. If you're looking to unload things.
I'm sorry, what was that?
A bag of holding for 500.
Oh, no, I'm looking for increasing my capability, not just loot carrying.
I see. Well, that is something I have there.
Is there perhaps some trade that we could arrange? Is there anything that you're looking for that might help reduce the price of your wares?
What are you offering?
I have in my possession a famous dagger, one used by an assassin of repute, one that shakes the very foundations of courage when brought into conversation. I carry this because I killed that assassin with my friends here, and we took this famous dagger, and now it may be yours. If you might be willing to part with one of your belts and some money of mine, this dagger shall bring fame to your shop.
Looks good. But I'm not sure if that's a full trade for what you're looking for.
Well, I'd certainly be willing to pay some money as well, but perhaps this might cover half the cost of your belt.
Say a quarter.
Is that because it's a weapon and you don't really deal in weapons, or?
That's pretty much it.
Perhaps 2 magical weapons, then. This other weapon I possess, it has an enchantment that brings it back to your hand should you miss your target.
Gillespie, might it not be more prudent to sell these at a shop that deals in magical weapons and then return here with cash?
You get thirsty, brother. Desperate.
Two of those weapons, I'll set you 60% of the cost.
And then the rest I will pay in gold.
Julia is blinded by lust.
Sure. So it'll cost you 400 in gold with the 2 items.
All right, so I will trade the Dagger of Venom and a +2 boomerang
Okay.
that I've never thrown in this entire campaign.
Okay.
For a belt.
All right, you have the belt of Hildron.
So it's like new.
Unused. Still in the package.
There's no blood on it.
There's more.
All right, everybody else concluded?
Do you happen to know anybody that sells diamonds at a reasonable price?
Yes.
Not this guy.
Yes, not this guy.
Velvet Hadir over the Eye of the Dragon. She'll be the person you're looking for. Makes nice jewelry.
Fantastic.
Does Russell know where that's at?
Once Benito finds it on the map,
Mm.
you would know it.
Great.
You do know where that is.
Russell, do you know any of the?
It's
Russell, do you know
tickling your
any of
brain, but you haven't quite latched onto it yet.
Yes.
Russell, do you know
Thank
any
you,
of the
Glenn.
smiths around here? Or any of the shops around it, like their workshops?
She's nodding.
Okay.
The smithies.
It's a very colorful map, but sometimes my numbers didn't come out very well.
Yeah, on my background, you put numbers next to some of the things, but they're not sequential, so I assume they associate to a map, but I'm not sure where. I don't have that map.
All right. So the Eye of the Dragon is that little. Are you guys seeing the highlight of what I'm doing here? Is it showing up bigger or no? So if you go to the bridge right there, where my thing is, it's going to be this building that my arrow is on.
Oh, so I see
Okay.
like 20 arrows on the map right now.
You're looking at the black one. Follow the black arrow. Follow the black arrow. All right.
The orange building in
Yeah.
the first crook of the road over the bridge.
Yeah, with that big white type of topping. That
Glenn, are
is
you
the Eye
eating
of the Dragon.
Twizzlers?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's good. And
Cool.
you're also looking for, what was the second question you asked,
That's good.
Russell?
Firebrand asked, right?
Oh, I'd asked Russell if she knew where some of the
Smithies were.
smithies are around here, so we can
Armorers.
see about Cole's ammunition and casings, or the casings and the projectiles. Since that guy said that's where you could find them, but he didn't know any in the whole city. He didn't know any smithies.
Yeah, there's no common one in the city, but you do know that the garrison the guards that you dealt with, do a lot more with the weapons and armor that are given out to the city. There is a general store that might carry some stuff, but they don't do specific stuff for anybody.
Hey Ben, can I ask homie here if he he's ever had any goggles that can see in the dark?
Yes, he has those. 700.
Okay. 700. Dang.
Oops.
Sucks to be human.
Guess so.
Or a bird.
I needed a couple more paychecks before we turn back the timeline.
Or a machine.
I might add, if you do go through these tournaments there, the fighting thing, and wait a little bit, you may be making money. Because what you do know of is these fighting pits are stupidly profitable. But you guys are spending
Fantastic.
before budget.
Russell, are there any shops here that sell magical weaponry or wands? That
This
we
guy
might get a
sells
better
wands.
price. No, this guy doesn't. This guy, I'm looking for a buyer.
Based on the smithy armory question, I'm assuming that Russell doesn't know where that would be, Ben.
What was the question again?
All right.
Magic weapons.
It
No.
doesn't matter. I was just looking for a place to
Yeah.
maybe sell something for a better price than this guy's gonna go.
Well,
I don't want the Oleski deal.
The black market is, if once again, if you're dealing to a crime lord, the black market is going to be much more profitable. But you guys are unconnected right now. Slowly, apparently getting connected with Frog and Slate, but you haven't done that yet.
Yeah. All right. I'm all set. I'll just go outside and I'll tell Let's go outside to HK.
Okay.
I'm good.
So, while we're on this little island here, the garrison is here, right? So if there's a smithy, the smithy's at the garrison, right?
Probably. I won't say it because I don't want to influence Ben.
Yeah, which you know, but
It seemed like that's what Ben was hinting at.
I was gonna say they're probably not gonna sell bullets to non-military members or outsiders.
I mean, I could always steal them.
HK, I want you to.
Okay, yeah, well then there you go.
I want you to roll.
5-figure
a
discount.
history
I like
check,
it.
HK.
I'm here.
Roll a history check, please.
27.
Now that you guys have been kind of wandering around town, you've been talking, and you're sitting there, and you kind of like think about some of your situations. You kind of recall going back in time, and because it was going back in time, and maybe you kind of subconsciously not thought about a whole lot of it, but you're really starting to remember that like you're in a city more or less of criminals and spies. So it's very likely the more you guys are moving about, you could be tipping off the people you haven't wanted to be tipping off once you first got into the city, such as the Court of the Fang. And
Yeah.
you now are probably going to be noted because you, I think if I'm going to go by the history, you know that the actual garrison, the city's watch, is run by the cult of the Night Guard. So it is a criminal empire that will probably sell the information to who they kind of need to. So by moving across the bridge and being spotted, you pretty much now probably tipped off that that your presence is now known, or will be known soon. You're probably thinking within 4 hours.
Yeah.
Were we not supposed to be doing that?
It wasn't
need
a
to hide
factor
anymore.
of not there. There's just a factor of now that we have, our timetable has accelerated.
It wasn't if, it was when.
Yep. I will peek my head in. Are we done yet?
We have concluded.
Excellent. Then we should return.
Okay. So you're going back to
I
the
would like to
tavern?
stop at the what is it called? I would like to stop at the Eye of the Dragon to talk to this velvet Hadir.
Was the Eye of the Dragon on the island, or was it
No.
on
No.
one of the sides?
That
Toward
was
the
the one. That was when
North
you're.
side.
Oh, that's on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
we're
much.
we're staying on the bottom
The
part.
top, the top of this
Yeah.
map.
Yeah, we're staying up top.
Okay, we're staying. So it's backwards away.
And where the pits are on the top of the map as well, right?
Yes, they're on this side here. They're up here in that area, on the right side.
Okay. We need to get back to where we were staying.
How long has it been that we were in that shop?
This you guys now taking about, we'll say about an hour and a half, and going back
Ew.
the other way would be 2 hours.
Okay.
This is just like from you getting from this is your timetable from actually leaving the tavern to going in the shop.
Well, since we crossed the bridge is what I was looking for.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay. Do we allow Cole to do the detour, or do you guys wish to head back to the embrace?
I will let everybody know once we're out of the shop and we start to away. We need to get where we're going to go quickly. We've likely garnered attention at this point. Within 3 hours, they should likely set upon us. If we're going to get to the pits, we should get to the pits.
I do prefer the direct approach.
Were we meeting the fixer someplace, or were they just
He was
going
gonna,
to
meet you guys at
finding
the
her?
embrace because the bartender was setting it up.
Okay.
Then we should get back there.
It looks like that Eye of the Dragon's like not even much of a detour. It's like right there.
Sure.
It's the first building off to the left.
Firebrand, if you wish to stop, and I suspect we will stop, I will caution you that this is not tactically sound.
Circle.
I'm just gonna run in without them, since it's literally on the way. Anyway.
So
He knows where to find us.
You're gonna depart.
Yeah.
Okay, by yourself, or are you taking your crew?
I'll do it by myself since I can travel stealthily.
Okay. All right. So Cole, exit stage left. You guys will all continue to where you need to go.
Yep.
All right. Everyone will enact a perception check except Cole.
I don't suspect you're going to let my 21 passive go.
It's over your passive.
Okay, how about a 28 then, since I rolled it?
That's better.
Lighting conditions, am I in a disadvantage for direct sunlight, or is it overcast?
It is overcast. It's pretty. You're not getting much light to interfere with you because of the crowd of the city. So you're good.
22.
Okay.
17.
17. Jew, Oleski, Russell.
I rolled a 14, but as an aside, you told me to write down the number 8 when I first started, and I just rolled an 8.
Okay.
I got a
First,
13.
I may have before, but it's the first time I've been trying to pay attention.
Yeah, awesome. I'll write some notes here. What was Rika? What'd you get?
13.
Okay, Oleski.
4.
Alright. Very oddly enough, the first thing everyone will notice, there's a very strong smell of like baked bread. Like it just hits all of you guys. Like you pretty much pick up on that. You're not sure where it comes from, but you definitely smell it.
Baked
HK.
bread.
Yep.
Wasn't Russell looking for a bakery?
Yeah. HK. A
Russell?
very familiar shadow individual is now tailing you.
Okay.
It is a female thief. She is well cloaked in dark, and you notice that no one else picked up on her. She's very talented, and you happen to pick up her gold hair, and you've seen this outfit before. That is the only reason why you know that she's definitely trouble.
I will slow my pace slightly to get close to Oleski, tap his head, and then tap my head.
Okay.
And hope he gets what I'm trying to lay down.
All right. Oleski.
I think I understand. So telepathically to HK, I think I understand what you're saying, but it only works one way.
Damn it. As I'm walking, still very close to Oleski, I will whisper, "We're being tailed. The blonde assassin, thief woman. Tell the others. Specifically Zindred and Shattersmite."
That was quick.
Am I close enough to hear?
Pass it on.
So
Yes.
individually to each person I can see here in the group, I will pass it on telepathically. Same message. HK says we are being followed by a blonde thief or assassin. He considers her very dangerous. So that's repeated to Zindrid, Firebrand, Jew,
Okay.
everybody in the
Each
group.
case says she's dangerous. She's a stone cold killer.
Zendrid looks confused for a moment because she didn't realize that there was a telepath amongst us, or the ability to do it that way. But then
Wait, could he read my thoughts? Uh-oh.
she'll grip her sword hilt for a brief moment and send back to Oleski, "Thank you. Have you told the others?"
It doesn't work that way.
I know.
No, she can do so as well. She thought she was the only one.
I am in the process, so again, telepathically, in the process of informing everybody in line, each individually.
She nods and releases the hilt of her sword.
So you obviously didn't read my message I sent you about 10 minutes ago.
Me? Probably not. Where is this message?
Wow.
In Messenger.
Likely no.
Knowing that they're being tailed, but Russell is very torn and is trying to find the source of the smell.
Me too. I'm
It
hungry.
stopped.
No, I did not see it. Thank you.
It
And
was-
I suck
it was
at reading to chat.
It was completely brief, and now you don't smell it at all. Like it never existed.
Not skipping or trying at least not to skip a beat, even though she had been glancing around looking for the source of the smell, she's going to continue leading the group back towards the embrace.
Okay.
Unless she's told otherwise.
You said you're not looking around?
I said even though she had been looking around for the source of the smell,
Okay.
she didn't slow down or anything like that because she got that message,
So you guys
which
all
was
smelled.
odd.
You smelled that too? Because I got worried, like it was like that burnt toast thing, and I was having a stroke or something. As long as we're all on the same page.
It wasn't burnt though. It's fresh.
It's D&D. It could be a different.
Okay. HK, please roll another perception check.
$22.
He just rolls 20s.
There's some things I'm very good at. Keeping watch is one of them.
All right. She, you have her followed and tracked. She is moving, definitely intent, keeping you guys a watchful eye where you're going.
Is she trying to gain on us or just trying to follow where we're going?
Seems like she's intent on following where you're going.
Okay.
It's a tail, classic tail.
Okay. Fair enough. Can I, without losing her, so even at disadvantage, try to see if there's anybody else with her? Or she's solo trying to figure out where we are, then she's going to report back once we've settled?
All right. This will be a perception at disadvantage.
Oh. 13.
Because she's been choosing shadows and crowds, it's very hard to see if she has been communicating with anybody else.
Okay. I'm basically just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Hopefully, Oleski will. I'm going to keep with Oleski so I can have him kind of pass word. I'll just say I can't tell if she's talking to anyone. Please pass that on.
I'm going to be monitoring the traffic in front of us as we're traveling to make sure nobody looks like they're doing anything suspicious, like we're walking into a trap.
Perception check disadvantage.
And since HK's warning, Zendrid has been scanning and trying to stay on high alert as much as possible.
An 8.
Okay. Zindred, same thing. Perception disadvantage.
And another just quick telepathic message to each person. HK can't tell if she's alone or in a group.
I have no idea what I got. Did I roll?
I haven't seen
I didn't see it.
All right. Nope, I didn't hit the right thing. Aha! Now I got a disadvantage. 14.
Okay. Jew, most of the city that you're going through right now looks like they are setting a trap for you. Zindrid,
Hold hands.
you come from a tough city. There are definitely some armed individuals that could probably get rowdy to things, but they don't. You kind of notice they particularly don't have a full interest unless things got rowdy enough to take advantage of down bodies or something, so to speak. there are a number of little pockets as you're walking through that would be that. You're
Yeah,
able to
there's some
discern-
vultures, but not any
Yeah.
not any apex predators.
Right.
Okay.
But Drew's convinced you guys are about to walk into several traps.
Nice.
HK.
So he's looking paranoid, wide-eyed.
Hey, HK.
He's
HK. I
sweating.
think. I think we're. I don't like the looks of this. I think this is a trap. I think this is a trap, man.
Russell is going to start doing basically what she had done the day before and start taking the side alleys and
He's got a
Changing
bad
the route.
feeling about this.
Okay.
changing the route from a
Dude.
direct route to a wandering side alley route.
Okay. HK, another perception check.
Has Cole caught back up to us?
No.
23.
All right. You are able to
Okay.
keep. You still have her in your sight.
We're getting split up. I'm not liking this. We need to stay together.
I'll wait until we take a turn, so I've got that brief second to cuff Jew gently in the back of the head. Relax.
Ow!
All right.
You don't do gentle. You're metal.
Fucking sneaking up on me.
Imagine if I was trying.
It's a gentle concussion.
He gently hit him on the back of the head.
I'm-
and he
oh.
flew across the.
I'm getting curious of this this situation. I'm going to attempt to spot her.
Okay. Perception check.
Yeah.
What, are you gonna nonchalantly look over your shoulder?
He's going to walk casually.
How do you walk casually? I don't know. Just don't look like you're looking.
9 with disadvantage.
You're looking around and you don't see this individual that HK is intent that is out there.
So none of us see her but HK. Must be a figment of HK's imagination.
Could possibly be.
Could be a bolt loose.
Zendra does not believe that. HK has proved very reliable in the past and quite alert. So she's remaining on high alert even though she couldn't find them.
Okay.
But that's stressing her out a little bit. And you kind of get the impression that if each time we think someone's tailing us, it looks like her first gut reaction is just to turn around and walk straight up to him.
Right.
Has Alesky seen this person?
You don't know. He's told you the information.
You know, blonde female, the way he is right now, you think he would be the first to notice.
Sure.
Well,
Already
general
on the-
description of blonde female gives me about 50 targets to work on right now. So
Wait, I thought I was supposed to be the werewolf. Did Jacob just turn into a dog up there in his camera today?
It looked like
Oh,
a cat.
dog. I have a cat.
Oh, was it a cat?
Yeah.
Camera angle. It looked like a freaking dog. Oh, it's a cat.
Alright.
I got a beer and she took my seat.
Do you wish to tell Russell anything differently about her trying to take evasive maneuvers, or are you just going to let her go and then get to the embrace?
Well, she already went down the side alley, didn't she?
Yeah, but whoever this HK knows whoever it is still tailing you, but no one else knows what's going on. He's the only one that has eyes on her.
How much longer till we reach the embrace, Russell?
20 minutes left. If you're by doing this method, or 8 if you just go direct.
She says in Ben's voice.
About every 2 or 3 turns, Ben, I'd like to go ahead and make that disadvantage check to see if I notice she's communicating elsewhere.
All right, let's first make a regular advantage. First, make a regular roll to see if you track her because of the turns.
28.
All right. You.
I'd like to make a regular check as well, just so I can see who I'm trying to evade.
You would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
HK's seen where HK has been able to predict her movements. That's the reason why he's rolling straight right now. And now HK, you can roll a disadvantage to see if she's with people.
I kid you not, I just rolled 2 20s on 2 different die.
All right.
Ooh, yeah.
You picked up. There is definitely a light, black cloaked and leather armored individual easily moving across the rooftops following you guys.
And I am.
Is it Cole?
No, it's not cool.
It's Cole with us. We get back.
Oh,
Is it him?
you still don't see anybody yet.
So that I can use the effect of being able to track a person, I'm going to Hunter's Marker.
Hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
You need to roll
Russell's
a
on fire
stealth
tonight.
check to make it as unaggressive as possible.
Okay. Stealth, you said?
Yes.
Aggressive hunter's mark.
Well, it's just know if she knows that you just highlighted that she knows that you now picked her out.
13.
Okay, you're not sure, but you weren't very smooth in your motions.
But I've got her.
Yeah. HK, what was your roll?
It was a 14.
All right. You think there's at least one more person out there. She has been doing some type of head movement to maybe track someone else has got her.
Okay.
As you go about 10 minutes after that first turn,
Yep.
both you two now notice that she has dipped out of the roof. That she definitely dropped out of sight of both seeing you guys and you seeing her.
Okay. I'm gonna try to pick up who took over for her as we come out of this turn.
Okay, roll.
Oof. That's a 16.
You don't see anyone right now, but again, everybody around this street looks pretty suspicious.
Okay. I'll just keep doing the thing. I'll recheck every other turn because I don't want to seem nervous. But I obviously we're warriors, so they expect us to do some checking. So the idea is to not necessarily hide that I'm checking, but just hide the fact that I notice them while I'm checking. If that makes any sense.
Yep.
He might have to hide it a little less because I'm just walking through whistling and
Good answer. Good answer.
strolling along.
And I just look paranoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just itching and looking around.
Russell, you know she's nearby with Hunter's Mark, but she's not staying in sight of you. She knows what you did.
Okay. And I can hold that for 8 hours.
Yep.
I did it at 3rd level.
Okay.
All right. So we'll continue. Just let me know when my next roll would be.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll. Now it's at disadvantage.
$29.
Okay. You don't think it's someone directly following you at this point.
Okay.
You either lost him or something.
Okay. It is quite possible that they already know where we're going. I don't see anybody following us at this moment. We should probably carry on. Just finish this circuitous route, get where we're going.
Okay. As you move about a couple blocks, Russell, the group
What do you think the chances are that they're waiting
is nearby.
if they know where we're going?
Definitely going toward the embrace.
All right.
But they're not in eyesight anymore.
I'm gonna elbow, or probably kind of drift back a little in the group and elbow HK and gesture out there and go towards the embrace.
Yes. What's going to happen is going to happen. We didn't lose them fast enough. But our efforts were valiant. We should go be
They know
prepared.
where we're going already. Didn't matter.
Maybe, maybe not.
Excellent. I'm tired of creeping about.
What if I just fireball and burn it to the ground?
No.
Defense is a good offense.
Okay. All right, you're at the embrace.
Yep.
Everyone goes inside. Take a table.
If there's a side entrance that we could reasonably use, I would use that rather than the front door. If not, then do the front door quickly.
They're not gonna let you use the back door.
Okay. Front door it
That's what you
is.
said.
HK, I'll go last.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right, you get a table.
I'll go in first to make sure there's not a trap inside the bar.
The half elf male server is there. Hi guys. All drinks?
Is he sweating more than normal?
We get a table by the wall.
Nervous.
Sure. Insight check for me.
Go ahead.
May I as well?
Yes, you may.
Mine's no good. 10.
While they're
Busy
investigating,
scanning for danger.
12.
He
Alright.
looks poker faced to you guys like he has no interest in otherwise just taking care of your refreshments, as far as you can tell.
once we're in, I will say to Shatterspite, now would be a good time for you to make yourself scarce. If something goes off, come in when they least expect you to, but you are most effective in protecting your mistress.
Zendrid nods at her.
Okay, so you want her to take off? So sure.
Basically, get sneaky hidden.
She slips away.
So Zendrid missed the insight check on the server because she was doing what she normally does when entering a large room full of people, which was focusing on who in this room does she need to worry about, who might be able to, who's the biggest threat.
Okay.
And she's got a dirty 20 on that.
There is. There is a group of individuals that look like they came from one of the boats.
And they carry themselves in that self-assured, we can kick your ass kind of manner.
You think they could scrap, but they're more interested in drinking and laughing. Let's see. It is a half-orc, a male half-orc, and he's got about 3 other half-orcs and like 2 humans with him, and they're just being rowdy at the bar. They haven't even noticed you because
they're not likely looking for us or lying in wait. Then they're convincingly doing what their own thing.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that they're just seamen that are just ready to do whatever they need to do, but they're not looking to fight with you guys.
And they're the toughest louts in this place. Cool. All right. She relaxes a little bit, but would prefer to lean at the wall than sit at the table.
Okay. Yep. So that male server gets you guys there. He gets you guys all drinks, and you can now lie in wait. Russell, that
Are those guys? Is that group the only group in the bar? The only other group?
they look like some other people that are merchants and other dealers of like the houses. There are not many people in the bar. There's probably like 8 others, but those guys don't. Those other guys aren't really that armed besides a dagger or a club. These guys look like they actually are adventurers.
Just so it's this might be a flyer. Just might work. Most likely won't. But since there aren't a ton of people in the bar anyway, it won't cost a lot. I want to say a round of drinks for the bar, just in case those are randos. They might be more inclined to want to help somebody who just bought them a drink.
Okay. All right. So yeah, hey, everyone kind of gets word that you're doing that, and they definitely take their cups and toast it towards your group.
Zendrid looks at you impressed and nods in respect.
All right. It'll cost you about 10 gold to take care of the other people in the bar. I mean 1 gold. Sorry, 1 gold to take care of everyone.
Could be money and wills. Could be money wills.
Okay. I'm sorry. And Russell, you detect that elf person outside. It's probably a few buildings down.
All right. Seeing as how she's easier to talk to for me, I will have indicated that to T so she can translate.
Okay. And T goes, so Russell thinks we didn't lose the tail, guys. They're outside. Couple spots down. You're muted, man.
I will lean towards Zindred and say that's why Alaron is our leader.
She smiles. Wryly.
All right. Within we'll say about 20 minutes, and no one's really doing much of that. Cole, you will arrive back to the Embrace, unharmed, with your gem.
But do I spot anything out of the ordinary
Nope.
as I'm approaching?
You do not.
Okay. Did I walk in stealthily so that nobody else would have spotted me?
I imagine you feel that you got to the Embrace without anyone looking for you.
Tiptoeing through the front door.
But once you get to the front door, everyone knows that you came through.
I don't think I would have gone into the front door though.
You can't go anywhere else through it but through the front door.
Okay.
Everybody looking.
Alright.
Well, he can't go anywhere else safely. except the front door.
Before I go in, I'll wait till there's like a couple of normal humanized sized people to go in, and I'll slip in with them.
Okay. Now you may roll your stealth check.
Just gotta think outside the box. 13.
Okay. You pretty much
After
still
all
get
that.
in. You still get in pretty quiet, but
That was a nat 1. 13.
yeah. Well, you feel like, but you still feel like you're spotted. But anyway, let's look at him.
I could have done better.
You could have done better. All right, you guys are all now at the table. You guys know that you are being still tailed. You have sent one of your NPCs out there. Is there anything that you guys want to do before the meeting with the fixer?
The next time that the server comes around, Russell will actually ask them if they know of Willow's Bakery or Baker Willow.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Where?
That was a while ago. It's not business anymore.
Do you know? Okay.
T will ask you if you want to go and check it back out.
Russell nods. And she'll look at T and say, "Not home."
Your mom's not home? You checked?
Well, T was the one that Russell told that she was leaving, so
Okay, okay.
she would have known the night before that.
So they weren't there when you looked. They were out for the evening? Do you think something bad happened?
Don't know.
Do you want to go investigate?
At some point.
Okay. You just let me know when. Alright, anybody else want to do anything else?
I'm gonna find the most advantageous place where I can watch the door, stay close to Alaron. Like basically the most tactically sound place to be.
Okay.
And I'm gonna find a dark corner to do the same. Watch the door, keep an eye on who's coming in.
And nobody's told Cole why. Hey! I'm gonna go sit in the corner.
I mean, hey, this is already a lot different than a lot of D&D parties. That he's the only person that found a dark corner.
Pretty
I was about
common.
to say, I'm gonna go sit in the middle of the room.
Usually,
Yeah, that's
usually
strange.
we need about 8 dark corners in a square row.
Right.
Yeah.
So I did this last time just when it was just us. I went and I found a corner so I could watch the door. I don't trust people.
Yeah, every D&D party says they find the corner. It's pretty standard. Even my character in Lucian does it. Okay.
I've got a long night to recover from, so I'm gonna actually step out for a bit and do some washing up and some primping. And I'm also gonna spend a short rest attuning to the wondrous item I purchased.
Okay. This is the
Wash
afternoon,
those-
so you're
wash those
still gonna
bits.
do it. You want to do it then, or are you gonna?
Yeah, it says it only takes a short rest, so
Sure.
15, 20 minutes or so. But I need to get primed and primed and wash my hair and brush my teeth and all those things too.
Okay. So let's
A
go upstairs.
little bit fuzzy after the night.
Sure. All right. So Lesky gets a room upstairs. It costs you.
How much time do we have before the meet?
You have no idea.
Short rest an hour, so at least an hour.
You just know the guy is coming.
But not like at midnight, so I've got 8 hours or anything. So
Again, you just the owner said he was going to get you in contact. You're assuming sometime later because he'd have to meet somebody and they come back. So you're roughing an idea, and you guys already went out into town, so he could be showing up at any time.
yeah, so I won't bother trying to take a long rest then.
Okay. All right. So after about 30 minutes, you guys hanging out, you've gotten food and refreshments. Pretty much a halfling man comes in. Where did I put the tiles on this screen?
Does he smell like a bakery?
Nope. He has slick black hair, brown eyes. He is dressed in a very expensive silks. His shirt is red, pants black, but he has some orange like leather bracers that he's basically wearing on. Lots of rings, wearing an earring. And he goes up to the barkeep and says something to him. And then the barkeep nods in you guys' direction. And he pops himself down, grabs a glass of wine from the barkeep, and heads over your direction.
Like towards the
To you.
greater group, or
Yep, to the
is
big
he
group.
going towards someone in particular?
To the big group, most specifically to Zinder. And he moves up and goes, "Greetings. You are interested in the pits, as I was told. My name is Jinx, and I will be your representative to your endeavors in the most profitable fighting rings in Fensport."
Jinx, pleasure.
My lady?
So it's my first time in your city, Jinx, and while I have plenty of able fighters, I don't know your rules. Explain.
Aren't many rules, just pairings right now that we do. So 2 of your fighters at the moment, unless you wish to enter them separately in 2, like couple pairs, we definitely allow that. And then they will be pitted against their opponents that we will set. First, some preliminary beastery things to see if they're actually good and entertaining. And then, as you move up, you get a chance to go against other fighters, and that's where the real money is.
And when does this start?
Or we can start it tomorrow night. I've just got to get some things in line to make sure we have everything in order.
What's wrong with tonight?
Doesn't operate like that. We have to get things in order. We got to get the proper beast and stuff in line. We have to set the current timetable. And my lady, there is advertising. Very much profitable. That's where the sponsorship and all the extra betting goes on. You don't make money if there's no bet. Otherwise, it's just a stupid little brawl down in the Hobbs area or something. If you want that, go pick a little goblin and do your little cockfights with those little individuals. But if you want the real deal, my lady, This is how we get it done.
Very well. I have a pair. What will it cost me to enter them?
Oh, nothing to cost you. If you're willing to put yourself up front, then everything comes to you. It's their lives, your sponsored fighters, that are more at risk. So, if you had to pay to fully get in, it kind of deters the entry level things that we kind of need.
Fantastic. That's a nice perk compared to the pits that I'm used to.
Oh, interesting. You have seasoned fighters from another area?
Oh, these two have never fought in those pits, no.
Shame.
I'm afraid that neither they nor probably many of your competitors could survive in those. HK, okay, cool. I could remember names suddenly, randomly. That's why I was leaning forward weird. HK, Zhu.
I step forward.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. He gets on the tops on a chair. He starts running a line across your chest, your arms, your biceps, your legging. Actual Warforged, huh? From Forstad?
Yes.
And you.
Are you
Don't
are
put
you
your
a
hands on
warrior
me.
from the ranks of the Legion?
I am.
So you actually have one of those. That is good advertising. Good advertising, my lady. And this one here?
And you.
A little short to be a stormtrooper, but looks qualified in the stout business of his muscles.
How are you calling me?
Hey, no offense, no offense. I'm just here for the advertising, sir. You definitely look like you're a seasoned and capable warrior. I was just noting you're human. You know, they're usually a little taller. That's all. That's all.
Do you need him to crush
What do you-
something? Trust me,
what
his
do you-
height is not
what do
where
you
his
lo-
power lies.
Excellent.
What he lacks in height, he makes up for in rage.
It should be known that both he and I have fought side by side in gladiatorial bouts before.
Whoa, you did come from a gladiatorial fight. Where did you fight from?
We fought in the city of Lord Azarian.
Oh, so you're from Svazo.
We're not from there. We journeyed there. That was our first time fighting in an arena. We bested both of our foes. We fought 2 against 3 at one point.
Ex-champions. I like it. What is your names, the two of you?
I am Hephaestus Kenrick, designation HK.
HK.
I am the holder of the Mark of Inspiration, Mark of the Hunter, and Mark of the Defender. I am formerly of the Forstad Fists, and I will not be defeated in your arena.
Oh, glorious. I love hearing that from new people. We love that. It's good spirit and heart. Milady, you have a good one in you. And how about this one? What is your name?
I am Zhu Shaolong.
Ooh. And you are from? Calm. Okay.
You don't need to know where I'm from.
All right.
My companion is shyer of his words than I. He does not boast. As I am willing to proclaim my greatness, I shall proclaim his. He is the fighter of 1,000 hearts. He is the one whose strength rivals that of my own. It is he that I choose to fight alongside, for together we are undefeated.
Milady, this one may be all a metal, but he has a lot of hot air in him. He should have been a bard. I like him though. I like him. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just letting you know I like him. I like this.
I don't disagree with you. He definitely can be a little long-winded, but theirs are not the only names you can carry forward. They will be the Raven's Talon.
The Raven's Talon. Okay, nice.
And they will represent House Cinevilia in your arena.
Okay. All right. The rest of these healers and add-ons to your entourage, Millie?
How do
quite
they
a
fit
bit.
in? If there are
Well,
only two, it doesn't matter if I have healers, does it? Are we allowed
well,
to heal from the sidelines?
we do have you get. I mean, you have to take care of your people. Some do get hurt, and if you have, depending on how well your healers are, it's really good if you have one that can regenerate limbs. Sometimes, if they advance themselves pretty well enough, that has been known to happen. So we're definitely. I'm just saying because we're moving on to some extra housing. So once I get
Yes, my
everything.
entourage is part of caring for my fighters.
Okay, great. Okay, he does a little quick little number count. I will get you guys to a specialized apartment to where we will need be, and then there will be a place that you can be able to hang out and have refreshments and things of that sort. Does that sound good, milady?
It sounds fantastic. I do have a question about security. I assume that since these bouts are so high profile that your fighters and their entourages are well protected?
Oh, milady, yes, you do know my Lord Frog. He is. You don't have anything to worry about when you talk about a genie, milady. It just.
How could I possibly know your Lord Frog? I've already told you this is my first time in your city.
Let me enlighten you. He is a very powerful genie. So think about it.
Did we already
He
know
wishes,
that?
he wishes things to be done. They were
Frog
done.
and
And this is
Slate.
why the bouts can be quite amazing, and the circuit of entertainment that we put through has quite the following throughout the realms and beyond the realms, if you know what I mean. So you are about to get you are in the extravagance of all fights. What happens in Fazo? It's pretty pedestrian. I don't want to say that, but it's pretty common stuff. Blah blah blah. What we're gonna do here is completely the fabrication of true fighting and skill and caliber. The champions of champions come here, milady. This is where all the true bouts will happen. And
Excellent.
Frog can make wonders happen. The prizes can just be extraordinary, and the riches that can be done by such sponsors as yourself and things will do well. And if you progress well, then you will progress well upon things, and we move you along the circuit. Like I may not be with you all throughout the end of this, but as you get well, but that's this is nature of success, and the popularity of what we do here at Bingsport.
Well, if my fighters are doing well and I like you, Jinx, why can't I keep you?
It's just the way the network works. I don't want to get upset with
Hmm.
my boss, and I have a boss myself. And if you get to her, then things, like I said, are going very well for you, sir. Milady.
Fantastic. So then, Russell, are they still outside?
She nods. Do I know how far?
Yeah, you
I mean,
think
I'm supposed to be doing a roll for that, but I have advantage.
Yeah, she's a few. We'll say like 80 feet down from the actual
Front door.
front door.
Then, if we're entering your care, and now that we are contracting with the pits, there's some rabble that's been tailing us about the city out the door. We'd like to make sure that they do not follow us to our new apartment.
Well, right now you stay here. I need to get these things taken care of. But you are in the protection of Lord Frog, and they won't mess with you. You are Fingsport. Information is information. Everyone wants to know what you are up to because no one really quite likes each other. It's a very diabolical backstabbing business, if you know what I mean, milady. But you are from a society that probably understands that very, very well.
I fully understand the concept of a backstabbing society. That's why I don't want them tailing me. I don't care if they're just after information. If they tail me, there's a distinct possibility I'll turn around and stab them in their fronts.
Well, you stay here, my lady. Once we take you to where we're going, they won't follow because they know that's a little bit of a crossing the line with Lord Frog, and that tends not to go well for those individuals. If you can.
Excellent.
I shall return momentarily then, if you please.
I will need at least one room and dressing servant.
Okay, duly noted. Man. All right. I will be back with you guys in the morning. So just again, if you are being followed by an unscrupulous individual, just please remain here, and then I will be able to take you where you need to be, and then you will not have to worry about that bother. Good day.
Do any of you have any questions for Jinx before he goes? And I gesture to the rest of my group.
No, I'm good.
Yes, I give them their own voices as well.
I have no questions. The battle will unveil itself, and we will prevail.
Well, that's good. I thought I was going to get another long-winded explanation of things, but that's a big man.
You just give
Angry
us
brow.
an opponent there, little Bobby the Brain Heenan, and we'll take care of the rest, okay?
The brain. Who is that individual? I do like the name. Very clever. Okay. He leaves. What would you?
HK will step back to his original position.
Okay. Do you guys wish to do anything particularly different tonight?
Well, it seems that we simply have to wait it out at this point.
Correct.
Zendrid will make sure that her belongings are packed and ready, because, we got all of our crap in one sock since we stayed the night here last night and have rooms.
Our teams are now embedded in government.
I'm gonna eat a nice healthy meal to get ready for the next day.
All right.
I'm still not eating anything out of this place because there's nothing healthy about it.
No, you're in a better.
Oh, we moved place. That's right. This isn't the first place. Yes, I ate here. This place was okay. I apologize. Yeah, I'll get a nice meal too.
I was gonna say I have to eat it wherever.
This is not the Hobbs Piss Cantina. I forgot.
Nectar.
If something happens, we probably have to make sure that Ju and HK don't get worn down right before they go in. Could be a tactic. So I'll just burn everything down.
You just burn a fireball.
All right. Does anyone wish to do? Like I said, everyone's good with explaining anything to anybody.
Oleski's taking a long time washing his balls. Is he okay?
He is okay.
Alright.
Hashtag ad for Manscaped.
One never knows when lust may strike.
You trim the bushes to make the tree look bigger, man.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hashtag life lessons.
Hashtag women know and don't care.
Hey,
I was wondering if you're going to weigh in on any of that, John.
you do things to make yourself feel better too.
Granted.
And HK will, once everybody retires upstairs, he will take position outside the door so he can see what's coming. Assuming that Shattersmite will cover anything coming through the windows.
That's actually
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the video is 2 minutes. I didn't play it. That's what it's.
But what he's saying there sounds reasonable. Figuring out on
Somebody's got
And
something
the
Somebody's
coming through.
video coming through.
No,
that
no,
makes
it-
sense.
All right. So yes, they've got everything covered so far. Also, Zindrid, you will notice that the three ladies that were priorly with Oleski the night before have finally made their way a little later in the evening, around 10 o'clock when they finally got downstairs.
Yeah, he wore him out, did he?
Apparently, they do. Roll an insight check.
Okay. Not sure I want to know the answer to this. but- Fortunately, I rolled a nat 1, so I have no idea.
Yeah, you're just disgusted already, so it was like,
And
I care. You
I just kind of like threw up in my mouth a little bit and turned away. Yeah.
did.
Then I, however, would like
Why?
to make
You
sure
paid for him, so I might as well at least get the night out of him.
I paid for one of them, to be clear. No, I paid for two, and you got all three. Well played, sir.
would you
Shoot,
want
Russell
to do?
directed the first one.
HK, what would you like to do before he's lost it?
I'm sorry, I'm crying right now. I will. What I want to do is make sure they are the same three, and not somebody else kind of subbed in to take advantage of us when our quote unquote pants are down.
Weren't you watching
Something.
to make sure nothing comes out from the outside?
Fucking taxi.
Hold on. You were watching to make sure with Shadow Smite that nothing came from the outside, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're outside the front
You're
door.
not going to be able to deal with these girls.
No. I was inside the bar with everybody else, and then when everybody's going upstairs, I went upstairs with them. So
Yeah,
when they come in, I
these
would.
ladies are coming downstairs, so it's a quick passing by.
Ah, okay.
Like they're going back to do what they did before when they were with Oleski. So that's for now. They're back in circulation, more or less, as their job.
Okay.
They're back in circulation.
Circulation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, if
You
they
guys
try
all
to
saw
get,
the event, so I don't know what we're surprised with my description.
if they try to get with the Lesky again, I will be carefully paying attention to make sure someone hasn't subbed in.
Okay. Well, more or less to keep it pretty simple. Nothing is going to transpire. They're not really
Management has asked me to help.
bothered with
Oh,
it.
they're subbing in all right. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
So, why don't you start by telling me what's been happening? Calm and collected.
Somebody's got something going
Somebody's
again.
video.
Well, I
again.
think it's what you're hearing would be people downstairs. It's Sirenscape going on.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Let's see if I can check the dialogue to people.
Soundscape's talking about management.
Apparently, yeah. Well, it's the maybe I'm going to give them a little bit of a shout out if anyone catches this, but this is what is this? Waterdeep City. So you get a lot of business thing. I got a couple of the ones that kind of go around, so you can hear a little bit of hubbub.
Gotcha. For random side conversations, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just was unexpected, and suddenly it
Yeah, I
sounded
know. I was like going like,
an
what
internet
is going
video.
on? Because, we had that earlier, and I was like, what's going on? But no. Okay, so again, we're going to move this along pretty quickly here. I actually want to stop these things a little quiet. You guys will wait out the morning, get breakfast. Jinx will reappear. Then he takes you guys outside of the tavern to what appears like to another building, and you will notice that you're now going below. Like now you're going subterranean. Okay.
All right.
All right. You guys go below there. He gets you. He basically leads you to what appears to be like almost an underground city, from what you guys are getting into. And when you get there, he goes, this area here to the left, and he brings you into this place, is where you're basically you're fighting the quarters that'll house you individuals. There is 3 rooms. One of them is definitely very luxurious. Zindred, that you're assuming is definitely for you, because there's a king size bed. It is done up in silks and all that stuff like that.
She strides right into it as though she owns it.
Clothing top, yeah, all these stuff that you want to hang out with. The other 2 rooms look more common. There are about 4 beds in each of the other 2, and those look to be like definitely entourage quarters to that point. The room across is another larger room. There are 8 beds lined up along that, but there looks like would be a sand pit for training in there. Plus, to the far right, there is definitely a hot bath for soaking muscles, and there looks like also a table to the side that looks like it will be tending to wounds. So there's 2 beds that would be, or tables that would be look like for the medic to be tending to any of their fighters. So this looked like it would be able to house if you were to sponsor 3 more teams, Zindred, to that aspect there. Your room also has its own has its
3
own
more teams.
bath, but it's
Right.
individually. It's
What's this,
We'll see
Kendrick
how our
Motorsports
first
here?
round goes, and if things seem profitable enough, maybe we'll stick around and recruit. But for now, we're good with what we've got.
Okay, so this is there. You will notice that there are about 8 of these apartment sections to the left that would basically house for a sponsor there, and there are definitely 3 or 4 teams that are in there of individuals. You can't. They've got curtains, but you know that there's activity happening in there. To the straight, there's a large door that's basically closed off right now. That might look like it's going to some type of entrance to an arena of sort. And to the right is a large another entryway that goes down a bit, about 30 feet, and then there is another which appears to be a door that leads to a title that says the Raving Grave, and that apparently is got a lot of light up there. That's done by magical effects. There are about a dozen individuals that are hanging outside, talking. Looks like they're into whatever activity of things that are happening in there, but it definitely looks like a tavern of some sort that's that way. Jinx will tell you that is the place where you will get the chance to hang out. Everything in there for your troop is paid for by Frog. So you guys don't have to worry about anything at the moment, as long as you're sponsoring fighters. As soon as you're out, and the Raven Grave is no longer welcome. Make sense?
Indeed.
Okay, so he will let you guys go in your place, and then you can fancy out over to the Raven Grave whenever you feel like it. He tells you don't worry about going down to the thing until basically he comes and gets you to the arena. All right, so you have. How do you wish to split up the other 2 rooms? So you guys need to decide on that.
I'm with Alaron.
Well, you 2 are assumed to be in the barrack rooms of the fighters.
Oh, okay.
So that's the one with the 8 beds.
4 of which HK takes up.
I
Put them
just-
all together.
I just stand at the door. I don't even have to sit down.
True. All right. So,
This is weird.
okay. So, Zinder, do you want your 2 people to be in, like, just play guard duty at your room? That'd be Rydell and Shadow Smite, or?
I'm confident actually that we're safe here,
Okay.
and they can and tell them both. Choose beds. You don't have to hover. You can relax. I can take care of myself. Just be ready after the fights to help make sure we get everybody healed up, and obviously keep your ear to the ground just in case something slips loose. In fact, Shadow Smite, gathering information on other fighters from the Raving Grave might not be a bad idea.
Okay. So pretty much I'm assuming that the 4 beds, Rydell, Rexar, Firebrand, and Lesky can all take room 2. Shadow Smite,
No,
and
I
Russell.
don't
will
need a
take room
bed,
3.
so I don't need a bed, so.
Well, you need to stay somewhere unless you're gonna be like hanging out in the hall.
Well, I was actually thinking of.
Stay with the women.
No. I was actually thinking of staying in like the common room area.
With the fighters.
Yeah, and I'm
He's
gonna
waiting for the last call.
I'm gonna summon Boots from her little astral pocket, and I'm gonna ask her to kind of wander around so that I can see things through her eyes and get a lay of the land.
Okay. Winged Purple Cat,
Lesky's
appears,
waiting for the last call, looking for that low-hanging fruit.
which you've seen before, and takes off down to basically wandering around around this area here.
So I'm basically gonna sit in a chair and relax, and just watch through the cat's eyes and senses where it goes.
Okay. It'll check out the Raven Grave, and you definitely will see a lot of people in there. So it's trying to take in a lot of, for you, a lot of information.
Between Firebrand and HK, which one of you has awful initiative?
Awful as in negative?
As in, not as good as the other.
I'm +1.
Oh, I'm +2.
So, before HK goes into the arena,
But I roll low.
I want to cast Gift of Alacrity on him.
Okay. Well, all right.
It lasts for 8 hours,
Well,
so
if
Our
HK
fight
is
won't be
going
till
in,
tomorrow.
Okay.
yeah. So
Alright, yeah.
sometime before I know he's gonna go in. I'm gonna walk up to him and
Okay.
Yeah. But
It's not-
HK also, if something pops off, he's always ready. So
Well, you pretty much remember them saying, "Cole, it's not tonight." So this right now is just to get you guys acclimated to. Now you have your place. However, you guys want to start acting like your a fighter entourage, and then I don't know if you want to do any more reconnaissance or not, or just wait it out and see and throw them into the pit.
I'm gonna ride my bike around the neighborhood, and Jew's gonna jog behind it.
HK, boomaye. HK, boomaye.
Kumate,
Need a bard to start playing Eye of the Tiger.
It's okay. I figure, by the time they kick everybody's ass after we just came in and lounged about, that'll speak for itself.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to.
Slash, it hasn't even occurred to Cinder to try to pretend to be a prize fighter representative. She just got us in. These are my guys, and we're going to do our
Yeah,
thing.
well,
so.
you're wow. I mean,
Don King.
Right.
For
So
your
she's going to go
society,
actually draw a bath and get cleaned up, and that's what she's doing in her room right now. She's not worried about any of that.
Awesome. I like you playing a noble lady. This is awesome.
I guess I would like to go up to Firebrand and ask him how it went earlier. On the way back to the bar, because I know I had left you guys.
Be right back.
We knew somebody was following us, but we just kind of played it cool, didn't let them know that we knew, and we made it back to the bar, and then the contact showed up, and then you showed up. It was pretty uneventful.
Do you
We just knew somebody was following us.
have a description of the person?
It was a blonde woman, from what I was told. I didn't actually see the person.
Who did?
HK.
Yeah, HK
And
did.
Russell.
And Russell, yeah. Yeah, Russell was the first one, I think, to spot.
And Russell.
HK did.
Oh, well.
I just hunter's marked her.
So you how long does Hunter's Mark last?
8 hours. It's gone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you, Firebrand. Actually, I keep forgetting what your actual name is.
Jake.
No, your character's actual
Oh.
name.
It is-
It's Firebrand.
Yeah, Alaron. But I've died and come back to life. It's a complicated and it's, yeah.
Okay. So I will go speak with HK or Russell. Probably Russell, because I'm sure HK is getting ready for the match tomorrow. Thank you.
He's probably just stayed in there.
I'm right
We're
here.
good friends. I know what he's doing. I know how he is. It's just another day in the life.
Wait, is HK still guarding over Firebrand, or is he down with Jew?
I have to be with Jew, so I'm not right with him, but which makes me nervous.
He's with me here.
Always.
So, how difficult is it to get to the fighter barracks? Like, do they allow people to come and go?
Our fighter room is literally across the hall from my room. We have our own little sand pit and some bunks there for them and medic tables and stuff. So if you're after them, you don't have to go far. If you're trying to sneak into somebody else's fighter thing, I don't know, you gotta spend.
Okay, perfect. I thought they were like in a completely different, because he said it was like an 8-room or 8-bed. So I thought there was other fighters that would be bunking with them.
No.
Cool.
It's only if
You know,
if
basically, it's our quarters, and if, as the noblewoman involved, Zender chose to go out and find some more pears, we have room to house a larger stable of
Or
fighters.
or if Valesky went out to look for some more pears.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
after
I
he's
think
done with
three's a
them, we
good
could bid
number.
them into the arena and see how they do.
So I will go find HK. Hey HK. Firebrand
Yeah.
told me that you had a follower earlier.
Yes.
Can you describe said person? He said it was a blonde. But that's
That
all
would be
he
that would be a good
told me.
description. Blonde, smaller frame. I would describe her as lithe.
Could you see her clothing at all?
Dark cloak. She was on the rooftops. I don't necessarily recall any specific things. Ben, can I
black
get some
leather,
kind of
black
say again?
black leather, short sword, daggers.
Black leather, short sword, daggers, typical thief assassin attire.
Give me a history check with advantage.
$22.
Her name was Sapphire. Oh, wrong game.
Wrong game. You recognize her as the elf that you followed back at an event that now considered never happened. It's Tiger Lily.
Oh, from
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Her name is Tiger Lily. I have some forgotten history with that one.
Wasn't she
Interesting.
from that group?
She was from a time, as far as the White Flame is concerned, that no longer happened. What we remember, or I remember.
That's very strange and cryptic. Thank you, though.
I already mentioned time travel, like time resetting in front of you too.
Two Lawbringers.
Yeah,
Like, what the
it's
fuck
still-
are these guys on?
That skunky oregano that was mentioned in the other store.
right?
Did he have to buy all of it? Really?
What do you think Zindred's locked herself in the bedroom with her bath?
Zindred's from the Underdark. She's
Yeah,
got
that's
a
not
bunch of
incense.
mushrooms.
That's not incense.
She got bath salts.
When the drow emerges with the truly, you know what's actually going on. HK is actually thinking to Lawbringer and will say, I was completely honest, and yet he looks at me strangely. These things frustrate me. Do they frustrate you when you recognize that telling the truth, people just assume you lie?
Dear diary.
So, as I stroll away, I'm actually gonna go do a little reconnaissance.
So what do you think we get
Well,
set
there
up the
we
first match against a
Your blade replies to you.
This is true. I will make efforts to enlighten him as time goes. He should have the benefit of all of our knowledge if he's to remain with us. You speak wisely. I will endeavor to entreat your counsel and listen to you more.
We gave Zindred's uncle the Tiger Lily.
Who are you talking to, buddy?
Myself. I'm looking at my notes from 4 years ago.
No, I'm talking about HK. Who are you talking to, man? I'm in the room with them. You okay?
I speak to my sword.
Oh, yeah, I do that too. This is my sword. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Lesky's talking to a different sword over there.
You can do it.
Oh god.
Um,
Oh.
so
Indeed.
I'm gonna go head
You're
out,
done? You can
do
leave?
some reconnaissance.
Where?
So I'm gonna head to the top of the building that we're in,
You're not in the building, you're underground.
or underground.
You're in an underground. You're basically in an underground section of the of Fingsport. So there's no high ground.
Okay, just so there's like multiple corridors.
Well, there's the left side is where your first part. There's like 7 other arrangements that are that you're assuming they're very similar to you. 3 of them are already occupied by other fighting teams. Right across is where the Raving Grave is.
All right, so I'm gonna visit the Raven Grave.
Okay.
Kind of like nonchalantly, not drawing any attention to myself, and as stealthily as possible since I'm very small.
Okay. You may roll a stealth check as you go in. Is anybody else going in, or is all staying in house?
Do we notice him leave?
Probably not.
All right then.
He's
28?
not, okay. He's not on the top of your list of people of your party that you've been tracking. I almost treat him as the other NPC, so to speak, because he's new.
Well, I mean, if we're in the same room,
No, there are
not like
3 other
he's
rooms.
on the other side of the city.
You can't see Zindred, and then there's 2
Alright.
rooms that are housing where the rest of you can hang out, and then there's the fighting pit, the fighting rooms for the fighters, and take care.
Which is
of
good
any
because
of
she's
them.
naked and she'd be mad.
You would, well, depends. Some drow, can be.
Drow
safe.
are promiscuous, buddy.
I'm just saying that if Firebrand stormed into her room while she's taking a bath, she'd be mad.
And then
She
she'd
would be
be
mad with
turned
fire.
on, maybe.
Well, let me make a roll.
Somebody else wants to play with a sword.
Fair enough. We'll address that situation if it ever comes up.
Yeah, one way to go. All right, so everyone else is staying behind, so we'll go with just Cole.
When
all
she
right.
says kneel, she means it.
All right, you can pretty much figure out that the living grave is about 200 feet wide and about 320 feet long. There are 3 bars. There's one to the left, one to the right, and one on the far back. Then surrounding all of them are a bunch of tables that people are at, and this place is crowded as fuck. And there seems to be there is like neon signs over the one on the left, which is like a big foaming mug. On the right, there's one of like a wine glass and grapes, and the far back there looks to be like some type of other like exotic fruit or something like that. You're not really sure exactly what that is. And those that seem to be over
I
each
wanna
of
go there.
the 3 of the bars. And like I said, there are tons of different people. There are all sorts of variation. You name a species, race, whatever, they're there. Between bugbears, orcs, humans, elves, dwarves, other drow, everything. They're all shooting the shit, having a good time. Some of them are, there's a few that are armed, probably about a dozen or so that you can figure out. And then there's probably about 160 of the other people, individuals that seem to be some type of other merchants or things like that, or purveyors of wealth and nobility that seem to all be very wealthy.
All right.
And there's a
I
live
was
band
less
going
mad
on.
that you were going to try to kill me than I am that you didn't bring me with you to this lit ass place.
And there's a live band going in the back, so there's music going, it's pumping and jamming, so it's very loud. So it's pretty much easy for you to move around. You don't think anyone's tracked you as a little guy coming into this place with everyone worried about the lights and the strobing effect kind of going on. There's smoke happening. There's tons of people talking and having a good time.
Can I tell where Alexi is chilling out?
He's back at the tavern. I mean,
In my-
back at the your establishment.
In my dark
He
room,
set- He
Oh,
set the
I
cat
thought he
out.
was chilling in the club.
He set
I
the
was
cat
gonna
out.
say, in my dark room, I throw my glow sticks into the trash and say, "I'll never need these."
No, I was sitting in the fighter room quietly in a chair with my eyes closed.
Got it.
He set the cat
Okay.
out.
So, so I saw him already.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna start just kind of slowly moving through. The darker the spot, the better. And I'm just kind of trying to trace and track any elves that I can see first, and then I'll move on to anything further from there.
Perception check
Uh,
disadvantage.
18.
You don't particularly think you spot any. I mean, there's some people that look pretty close, but as you look, it's kind of hard to tell if they're really elvish or not from your aspect going in. So it's very difficult for you to tell anything. The lighting is awful in this place. You've never experienced this type of effect happening in this establishment. And
Also, I'm trying to keep an ear out for the name Tiger Lily or
you
Tiger
you
or
can't hear
Lily.
anything. It is buzz of talk and music. This is the perfect place, out of your experience, to be unable to tail somebody or overhear somebody.
Mm,
Like this
mm.
place was
You
built
should have brought
to
Firebrand.
be a social cover for anyone who wants to do a
He
deal.
would have had fun.
All right. Um. Well, then I'm just gonna play the luck game, and I'm just gonna keep moving on through the clubs,
Okay.
just tracking and
Okay.
just nonchalantly. I'll even if I bump into like a wait staff or somebody handling drinks, I'll even grab a drink.
Yep. There's just the three bartenders. There's a bartender at each one of these locations. The one with a beer
Even
mug.
the wine place, they don't have a wait staff.
Nope, not, they're just a person
Shit,
behind there who's
bottle
serving the drink.
service?
No, there's a person. There is a bartender serving the drinks, but there's no one like you saw at the other taverns that are running around giving drinks. It seems like you go up, you get a drink, and then from these people, and then that's how you get your service.
Okay, I will not do that because that would put me in a very obvious spot. So I'll just keep moving on through.
Okay. Again, you're just getting sensory overload for the like. There's just so many different people, so many different type of individuals, so many conversations going on, and you're not without a specific person besides you're looking for Tiger Lily, which you don't hear that name. There's really just a buzz of activity, and you're a foreigner to Finksport, so nothing is coming to you as anything of great importance.
Okay. Let's see. The area where I came in. How far is that entranceway to where the sound and all the lights and all the music and stuff is
Um,
actually happening?
about 310 feet away.
So I think I want to move back toward as if I was going to leave
Mm-hmm.
and kind of disappear over there and watch from over there. So I'm not as overloaded by the lights and the sound. And I have a pretty good eye, so
Yep, but again, this area is the light is coming from all over the place. The sound might be
also
there, but you're still getting the buzz from conversation as well.
if anyone kind of approaches this door, because this door would lead to our quarters, right?
Nope. It leads out to
It leads to
a
all
20
the
foot.
quarters.
It leads out to a 20-foot hallway, which then leads out to the opening that leads into the where the fighting sections off. The section off where the fighters are off. And on the right, you think is the arena, but you weren't told what those doors are.
Okay. In the corridor right outside this club area, how high is the ceiling? And is there anything above the ceiling?
It's about 25 feet, and it's all mirrored.
Oh, mirrored.
Yep, so it's
Interesting.
really blasting those lights that are coming all over the place. So as you look up, it's kind of blinding, flashing, so it's very hard to disorient what people are, causing a lot of refractions and things that are happening with the light show.
Oh no, I'm talking about the corridor on the other side of the door, outside
Oh,
of this
outside,
club area.
it's
Yeah.
just concrete, or I would say mortar, brick, like clay or something like that.
Like, is there anywhere to like climb up?
Not without being seen.
Hmm.
There's not a whole lot of elaborate. The outside of this is pretty bland. That's why the actual Raven Grave is way more like sensory overload type of aspect.
There's one spot and there's a guy pissing off of it, so
Nope, it's not. There's
not
no way
gonna happen.
There's no way to be up on anything. It's just you'd have to be. You don't try to be like Spider-Man standing there, but like you're a discolorization against a gray mat of color, so you'd stick out like a sore thumb.
All right. So.
But again, you don't think no one really is particularly looking at you either. You've walked in and out. You don't think anyone's tracked you. And again, no one knows you because you've never come to the city, and you don't really know a whole lot of other individuals be important in this bar or tavern either. Like, you are really unknown to a lot of this factor.
So, but that assassin does know HK. Or that person does know HK.
He did tell you it was
HK.
in pre-time jump. He did tell you pre-time jump.
Yeah, but I still don't. I still don't get what the hell he's talking about.
I'm gonna give you Cole. The one thing
you
are from the Fae. There is a historical sense that going in and out of the Fae could time warp you. You can go future, present, past. So you haven't done it because you've never left. You've never
to the
left
extent
it.
of losing.
Sure, if you go in the past.
Like historical moments, though.
If you go in the past, you don't know if you haven't experienced fully because you've never left the Feywild until now. But theoretically, it is commonly known amongst the Fey people that this the event that he spoke of can happen.
Okay.
Especially if they were that involved. But you don't know all the details because they haven't really fully explained the details. But time jumping it's very, very common amongst those that go in and out of the Fae. That's why most people don't do it constantly, because they can really go mad. Because you can be all sorts of like lost where you really are, and the true events that are happening around you. So not highly recommended to be doing it.
All right. So I'm gonna grab a drink at the bar then, and
Okay, which one?
I'll chill out for a moment. Yeah, just a
Wine,
drink.
beer, or exotic drink?
Exotic drink.
All right. It is a male tiefling that is there. And he goes, what do you have?
What do you got?
Slippery
Anything
nipple.
you want.
Well, I'm quite small in stature, but how about a drink that'll take out a 6.5 foot tall person?
Sure thing.
Blonde woman.
All right, he gives you a triple.
6.5 feet
Tom's
tall.
piss it is.
Gives you a very hearty, burning drink.
You trying to seduce me?
All right, so I'm gonna, how much I owe you?
You're with the fighting pits down here. It's all taken care of.
Fantastic. Can I have another then?
Yes, indeed. Does it
Do I need
triple?
armor for these gladiator
It's
battles?
your funeral.
So I'm gonna grab these 2 drinks, and I'm gonna head back
Slows you down.
to our rooms,
Okay.
and so I can give one to Firebrand,
All right. You're
and
back.
then I'm
Trying to
gonna
seduce me.
and then I'm gonna go into I'm gonna go knock on Zindrid's door.
All right. Firebrand, you have a drink. Zindrid, you got to knock on the door.
I was gonna say I wouldn't take a drink from this guy yet, and then I went, no, wait, I definitely would.
When he's done, HK's got something he wants to talk about with Zhu.
Okay, well, first we'll deal with Cole and Zindrid, then we'll move on.
All right.
How long has it been?
He was gone for at least 30 minutes.
You are a wrinkly raisin.
No, she's out of the. She's done bathing and dressed again, so she'll open the door.
Okay.
Evening, milady.
Still in just a towel.
Have you
Oh, talking
visited
about me.
the? I guess you could call it a party or some such. It's quite festive out there.
She glances down the hallway. Do you realize that for the entire time since I've left the Underdark, I've had barely a moment to myself?
Is that so?
So
That
I'm
sounds
very much
strange.
enjoying my room for the afternoon, but perhaps I will join you all down there this evening.
It's the middle of the night, the afternoon.
Well, it was
Well-
breakfast when we had breakfast, and we came here around noontime,
Yep,
I
it was
thought.
noontime.
So I'm thinking it's maybe 1:30.
Yep, you wouldn't be wrong.
Seemed
Well-
like night when he was there.
Just to help you, I brought you a drink.
Why the fuck
What
am
is
I
it?
in bed if it's 1:30 in the afternoon? Wait,
I don't know.
Wait a second, what's going on?
I had a private place and a hot bath, so I just took some time to myself. But I'm not in bed.
You tricked
Um,
me, Zindred.
What is it that you've brought?
Well, the male tiefling tender said it is an exotic drink, and I imagine it's something tasty. It would probably kill me, so I figured I would show gratitude and kindness to, well, especially Firebrand. So I brought him one because I am here for him, and I also took a liking to you, so I
Not
brought you one as
ominous.
well.
Rydell will show up. Take the
She
glass,
does not take it from your hand.
takes the glass out of your hand, Cole. Takes a couple
says-
swigs and goes. No, milady would not like this.
I did
And
not
hands
think
it
so.
back to you.
Thank you. But though I am definitely getting the sense, Cole, that you're going to stay with us and that your intentions. How do I put this? I don't sense any malice in your intentions. I also don't feel that your goals are necessarily aligned with ours 100% yet. And I would never take a drink from a strange man who knocked on my door.
That's fair. Well, give it time. I'll get you another drink. And then I won't be strange next time.
I'm confident you'll still be strange, but perhaps by then it'll be part of your charm.
I'm gonna bow and stride back to Firebrand to see how he's doing with that drink.
And she did smile when she said that. Like she gave you like the first honest little bit of facial expression you think you've seen out of her yet. So you're wearing her down a little bit.
He asked for something that would knock out a 6.5-foot man, but I've been drinking since this adventure started.
But you've been drinking really poor shit.
Yeah, you say alcoholism,
really.
he says liver CrossFit.
All right, so HK, you want to speak with Jew? Well, you guys are in your fighter room, so you may speak with him easily.
So I was thinking back, and I can't remember all of the details yet, but this Tiger Lily, she was the number 2 person in the court of the Night Garden. I'm trying to recall if she was the one that spoke to us kindly after they had
Yeah.
bewitched us, or if she was one of the ones that tried to attack us when we in that alternate time. I
No.
leaned towards the bewitching.
Yeah, we met back with her. Isn't she the one that we met back with in Greenwood? We gave
We handed over a
Sindred's
prisoner
uncle.
to her.
Yeah, we handed over Sindred's uncle to her.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, which I've heard you say twice now, but Sindred's not around, so it's cool.
Yeah. No, I'm talking more. about
And
trying
clearly
to
you
jog
brought him
all
back
memories.
alive, and I know that. So
Yeah, we became very. We spent a lot of time becoming very good friends with him in the long run. A lot of time.
his trust in y'all is part of why she was able to
Yeah.
accept you.
Yeah,
as
I
easily.
don't recall any other specifics of our interactions with her, to be honest.
I think maybe
It was
her
another
tale-
time.
Yeah, and there's no telling what her motives would be this time, but she was capable, and she waylaid the two of us with her companion, who put us to sleep with their charms. So just be aware of that.
Oh yes.
No,
And
that's
you
not,
and I
that's-
seem to be.
HK,
Say again?
That's not her.
Oh, that's not her. So
That
she
was-
was
No,
not.
you're thinking of the Bard
You're
one.
thinking
You're
of the
thinking of the
Bard.
Bard that I wasn't there for. But that
Oh
was
yeah,
the
no,
Bard
she's not
one
the
that you're
bard.
thinking of.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
She did tail you before. She has been an old tail.
We didn't
But
fight.
but it's
her
not
at
the
all.
one that Lee's thinking of.
Okay.
He's thinking of somebody
There
different.
is history to her, but the one you're thinking was definitely friendly, but definitely in a
Yeah, that was the one
dangerous
that
in the enchanting way.
we were in the barn. That bard lady. Yeah, we Zaleski and I were useless when she started singing. But no, Tiger Lily. I think the one note that I have is that we handed over.
Yeah, that's the note I have too.
Yeah,
Drew, you may
but
give me a history check.
I don't recall doing anything beyond that.
She was just kind of like the contact that we spoke to, like the last one we spoke to
Right.
after.
Rico, go ahead. History check.
A 10.
10. Okay, you don't.
Roll it again. He said, "Do it again."
You know. You definitely know it wasn't Tiger Lily wasn't the person that you ran into in the tavern.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know that. I just.
You remember having a tail, having her tailed you to before when you guys went to this area in the Hobbs Legion, but that's then your memory kind of has been pretty jaded since.
Yeah.
Jake, I'll actually let you get a history check as well.
Before the lost.
Me?
Time
Yep.
incident.
Oh yeah, 22.
Okay.
History is one of my good things.
Tiger Lily was that did follow you, but then you guys remember Aleski got enchanted with her when she did go to the tavern the next time, and he started making a play on her, and you guys ended up running into her in the corridors, and she started trying to flip sides because you guys kind of put her in a predicament, but now that predicament never happened. That's where you're
Okay.
at an impasse.
So yeah, basically neutral, could be dangerous or could be turned against.
Yeah.
Well, was
that was it.
troublesome, got moved to neutral because of her predicament, and Aleski got enchanted with her and started changing her perspective on things. And then you guys wrote a deal out with Ubin the first time. The second time that didn't happen.
That's never happened. Yeah.
You
Right.
never ran into her the second time, and you pulled
So
Ubin out and
she's-
befriended Ubin. So that her situation never encountered. So she doesn't have any of that history. But that's who she was prior.
So
to
now
that
she's
story.
just back to troublesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or we can assume troublesome at this point.
Yeah.
And because you also rolled well enough,
Thank God my big history score came into play again.
yep. You do know she is a lieutenant to the cult of the Night Garden.
The number two is what I did remember.
Number 2.
Lieutenant.
And that's the group that was kind of working out of the center part of Feng's
That's
Port
the-
as the fake
yeah.
leadership. Like they're the one. She's part of the group that really is
The
top
old
dog
Hey.
in
assassins.
Feng's Port.
Where's Cole at? Somebody find Cole.
He's in your room now.
Oh,
He's buying drink.
Hey, Cole.
Wait, Runtown,
Are you
Own the
drunk?
Mirror, Not Dark Elves, Aphrodite's Fly. So they run out of
I'm not drunk.
Aphrodite's Fly Trap. Zelene is the
I
owner
got alcohol
and
for
knows
other
everything
people.
going on. Cult of the Night Garden
Oh,
owns
Firebrand
the.
drunk? Are you mumbling? What are you mumbling?
What?
What?
Reading my old ass notes about the Cult of the Night Garden.
Hey, Cole. See if you can find the an office or something where they might have the list of fights.
I'm sure they have a
See if
neon
you
sign that
can
says Cult
see
of
if
the
you can
Night
get some
Garden.
insight on who we might fight, who they might have us matched up against. Think you could do that?
I can certainly try.
Cool.
Go for it.
I'm gonna give you.
That's
You
cheating.
you overheard. This fighting arena is run by genies. How far
What?
do you really
Genies?
want to go? Genies.
Yeah, that's why I was saying earlier.
Actual
Did we know
race.
that Frog was a genie before? I don't
Not
remember
a
that.
genie. I thought he was a freaking hobbit.
No. That's somebody
That's
else.
Jinx who said it was your fixer. The people running this are genies.
Yeah, no. He
Okay.
I
definitely
never wrote
said
down that they are
Frog
genies.
is a genie.
What
I don't
the-
remember that.
Okay,
before.
maybe you don't want to go snooping around.
Jinx,
Well, as a
Jinx
fae,
just
I
told
imagine
you that Frog was.
I
Yeah.
know of genies.
Yes. And they
Yeah.
are very, very, very powerfully dangerous individuals. Someone who could easily smite you.
Yeah, not something I've gone to assassinate at this
No.
point. So, no,
Yeah.
I think I'll have to pass on that one for now.
Yeah. I must have missed the genie thing at some
Well,
point. So
again,
disregard.
Misinformation of Fangsport can kind of play around with a lot of things, so you
Jeez.
gotta watch.
Probably
it.
not the Robin Williams
Why are
type of genie.
Yeah, right. Why are
What about the Will Smith type?
genies running a fighting ring?
Nobody wants that.
Well, I don't know. You're all in your own little tavern place.
First rule
Hang
of
out.
Genie Fight Club is
Oh.
there's no such thing as Genie Fight Club.
There was a rave and nobody took me.
I mean, I
No one's
brought you a
chaining
drink.
you down either.
You did. I gladly accepted
How was it?
and drank it. Good.
Well,
Yeah.
see, so he woke
Yeah.
you up. You could
But
have
you're
realized it's not nighttime, and there's a party down the hall.
It was just
Party
one.
down the hall.
You're still conscious though. So that tiefling lied to me.
Hey. He didn't know what he was dealing with.
Did you try
Well,
to knock? Did you try to drug him?
If you want to go back, we can definitely go back. I mean, those people are getting crazy down there.
Oh, shit! Really? All right, let's go.
All right, HK, Firebrand is about to go into a party of lunatics.
Yeah, I will stop by the warrior barracks and just I will invite Jew and HK. Hey, Jew, HK, Firebrand and I are gonna go back to the crazy, where all the people are getting loud and stuff, and we're gonna. Well, he wants to do some partying stuff, so
Oh,
You
you
know.
did a conscious check. I see. Creeping up on you.
I probably shouldn't partake the night before.
No, they shouldn't do anything. They got to fight tomorrow.
I mean, will that stuff actually affect you?
I'm not allowed to help them. So
And if Firebrand is going, then Russell is going.
Yeah, we don't need to go. He's got like 12 freaking bodyguards.
Okay.
All shorter than him.
well,
Somebody can approach Firebrand to assassinate him and not see the little people to kill them.
they could stab me in the lower back, and it was too high for you guys to see.
What trickery.
Oh fuck! It's way up there.
Yeah, if there's a sniper, Firebrand, you're screwed. Being underground might be good for you.
Lightning, anything that.
Anything
You've
hot.
got the worst bodyguards.
T takes offense to that. Shut up. All right, so you guys going to a party? There'll be 4 of you guys going to a party.
They're perfect height for fireballs, though.
I imagine
Yeah.
I would have at least invited maybe Z.
Russell, where you at?
Coming.
Yeah, we're gonna party.
Yeah, sure.
Your bodyguards will hang out here. They're not into loud raves.
Oh, yeah. Sure, sign
I was
something's
hoping
about
Z
to
would
go
come
wrong.
party.
No. But you do have T. T will go though.
Mm.
Another person our size.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Let's get our groove on.
Okay.
When you have to play into your character's bad decisions. Yeah, he would definitely do this.
All right. So the four of you go out. You leave. What are the rest of you guys gonna do? Just chill.
I think Jew and I need to just work on some tactics.
Okay.
Might change this up a little bit from the last time we were in the arena. I think we should definitely stay within my range. Since Jew got hit a little more frequently than I did, um, us staying a little bit closer. We don't have to be 5 feet, but like next to each other, but we can be about 5 feet apart. That would allow me to that would allow me to defend him at least 3/4 of the ways he can he's being attacked from.
Okay.
And if we close ranks, that allows me to attack over him and around him. I can defend around the sides, and he should just be prepared, i.e., save your reaction for when I get the opportunity to attack, so that you can get the extra attack.
Okay. So I will give you guys. You can each hold on to an inspiration.
So
coming
I was going to throw in there that once everybody else in the noise in the hallway headed off, that Zendrid was going to cross the hall and to talk tactics with the fighters.
Okay.
And throw in there that she anything she could to try to help them figure out ways that they could help each other. She can. HK doesn't fight with a shield, but she uses her shield to intercept for.
HK fights with the shield.
Does he? I thought you used a polearm.
Yeah. I do.
Oh, okay. Do you
I'm
have
a big
interceptor?
boy. I
Easy boy.
used to use a spear,
Hmm.
and I swapped out for my glaive once I was strong enough to wield the glaive one-handed.
With one hand. Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, she tries to teach you, some of the ways that she uses her shields to defend her raging barbarian, so he takes less damage.
Excellent. I'm also a sentinel and shield master.
Okay. So Zindrid.
Cool. Yeah.
You need to mark this down. At one point during the fight, you may tell them that they may roll an additional d6 to add it to one of their either attack or damage. Okay? It'll be
Each or for one of them?
one time. You can use it on either one of them, wherever you need to. That will be a tactic that you taught them before the fight.
And they could add it to either attack or damage, their choice.
Correct. But they already have
Okay.
inspiration, but you will be able to use that when you see fit when the combat is taking place.
Yeah, I'll be the manager yelling from their corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweep the leg! Sweep the leg!
Get up! No mercy.
No mercy.
Okay. Party group. You're gonna
We have no, don't we?
to make this quick. Relax. You will take actually everything I told to Jeremy. Exactly what you guys get. You are completely disorientated from the lights and the sounds, and it's very difficult to tell one person from another. But you know there are a lot of different types of people in this place. So, what do you specifically want to try to do while you're here? Besides, if you're having a good time, we can play. We can kind of go through the point that you guys had a good time.
Russell is honestly just there because Firebrand went, so she's just planning on being his short feathered little shadow.
Okay.
And if she happens to see Kenku, she's gonna, clock him and see if she recognizes him.
Looking for who? What was that again?
Other Kenku.
Oh. You will see another Kenku, but you don't recognize him as family. Firebrand, are you just going to get there to get wasted?
Just have a good time, man. I don't need to get wasted to have a good time.
Okay, so you're just
I
chilling and
see the
dancing.
dance, man.
Chilling and dancing. Okay.
Yeah.
Cole, are you just also? What are you doing?
Still just staying near Firebrand. I'm not here to get wasted.
Okay.
I'm kind of just using him as bait.
Okay. T completely got the message wrong. She's messed up. So she's dancing with everybody, and I think after about an hour or so, you lost her in the crowd.
I'm looking for those blondes, man. Woo!
I mean, she's a blonde. Why didn't you keep an eye on her?
She's too
Right?
small. She's below the height, so he just she just wandered off.
I'm too tall to notice.
You will find some very attractive women, Firebrand, to dance with, but they seem to be, they're kind of like dancing, but there are a number of fighters there's a couple of fighters in the area that you find that seem to have some of the women's more interest.
Am I gonna see? Where's Alexei? Alexei's probably floating by.
You left him behind.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Yeah.
He was
Is he
chilling
hanging
back
out-
in the chair.
He's like hanging out in the room with HK now, right?
Oh, yes.
Looking through his kitty cat's eyes.
Well, you three are
Oh,
training. Alesky is meditating, and things are going from there.
We'll do some light sparring, HK.
Okay. So,
Unfortunately,
Firebrand,
his
you
kitty
have a good
cat has
time?
found the female dressing room, and that's all he's seeing through its eyes at this
So
point.
everyone's having a good time. You guys will do pretty well, and then you guys will be able to crash and stuff like that and rest. The next day, Jinx will come and meet you, Zindrid. Tells you the fight is ready, and you can bring your two fighters. And
Wait, did we bring T home? Or is she just, you said we lost her in the crowd,
yeah,
so.
you've lost her for a while.
For a while, so we did find her.
Yeah, she comes in like just before Jinx showed up. She just goes to her room. And she
Walk
doesn't
of
look-
shame.
Yeah, she doesn't look good. So Zindrid, Jinx will say you can bring out your healer and the two fighters. So who's considered your healer?
Well, she's learned enough about the group to know that Alesky is the best healer, so
Okay.
if he's willing, he's her choice.
All
I can also heal.
right. They don't like you, Cole.
It's not that I don't like him. I don't even know
I
that
know, I'm
he
just
can heal
teasing.
or much about his
I'm teasing.
capabilities
I
yet.
have to still say
I don't know.
because
I'm kind of thinking HK should wear like a backpack, and then we just shove Cole in the back in there.
He's not that.
No, in the front. In the front. Baby
no, like
Bjorn.
no,
Baby
like-
Bjorn style.
No, like Yoda. Just stick him in the back up there. He can
And then-
heal
and
and
then-
stuff, and nobody
then
ever
HK
knows he's
can
in
take
there.
his arm and
Well, that's
go.
not happening.
It's like the
Alesky, are
Hangover.
you accompanying the fighters?
If you wish to have my surgeon's kit at hand, I will be happy to stand at the ready.
Fantastic. I didn't remember the details, but I knew the last time there was gladiatorial combat you were reluctant, so I didn't want to assume.
Shadow Smite will go up to you, HK, and go, "Don't lose a limb," and she gives you a hit on the shoulder.
I will endeavor to avoid that.
I'm gonna walk up to HK, pat him on the knee, and give him gift of alacrity.
Okay.
I want to cast spells. Can we cast spells on that?
Zindrid, I was reluctant because we were
I thought it was a no-no.
supporting the plans of a vampire to desecrate a temple of the gods.
Oh, I do remember now. I apologize. Yes, that was distasteful. She has a wry smile because she's remembering leaving the holy symbol of, the Raven Queen in said temple she helped defile, but she, aside from that, does not give that away.
All
You know
right,
what
so-
gift of alacrity does, Lee?
That was going to be my question. What does that do again?
So for the next 8 hours, you get an additional 1d8 to your initiative roll.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
excellent.
All
I
right.
like
He's
that.
very excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's almost as good as having my Spear of Warning again. That's
All right.
actually better.
You you go through some doors. There is a very like oval room There's again, it looks like metallic. There's a lot of swirling, odd colors, rainbowish, murky, smoky, mercury coloring type of thing. Very odd looking from that aspect there. And he goes, "All right, your first fight. This is again just a preliminary warmer, so we can see how good you guys really are. You know, talk is talk, but we gotta see if they can walk the walk, and we'll see if they're as victorious as and hopefully as stunning and amazing as they have said."
And may I bet on my own fighters?
Yes. How much did you want to put down?
It's a preliminary fight. A preliminary fight's worth a preliminary bet. And she puts down 20 gold.
20 gold. All right. Odds aren't big right now because it's small school, but we'll definitely see how that pans out. All right. As he goes, fighters, would you please walk through the metal-ish mirror stuff?
I'll walk through.
Okay, Judy goes well.
Hi-ho. Hi-ho, hi-ho.
All right, you go.
Off to war I go.
It's you guys is kind of like your consciousness kind of really gets very disoriented. It seems very fog-looking blackness. You don't really know kind of where you are. Then you hear a big sound like roaring of crowds of people having a great time, and like you're part of some type of definitely like an arena thing that you remember back in Svazo. And then you hear, "Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our first of the preliminary fights. We have some new individuals coming straight out of Fazo, and they're looking to earn their way up the reputational ranks of our fights here. The Raven's Talon. We have HK Killer from the Forstad Fist, and Jew the Rage, his sidekick, a friend of death, that are going to invite our opponent, a Rot Troll." And as you guys clear your mind, you are on a 30-foot wide bridge that looks
Let's
like
get ready to rumble!
It goes endless forward, endless back, and but again 30 feet wide, and there is this disgusting troll-looking individual that is about 40 feet away from you guys. And I will need you two to roll initiative.
Just so you know, HK, I'm not your side.
Hero support.
Can we see? Can we see the fights as
yes.
spectators? Like,
For you
do we have like a
guys-
magical viewport?
Yes, from that little thing like that, it looks like you're like in a big panorama view that you're able to kind of like, almost like the Oculus goggles. You can kind of move anywhere you want to see to view these people, and you can actually speak to them because you're kind of tapped in as they're in their corner, so to speak. But you're not physically in danger because you're the sponsor. We don't want to hurt you.
Fantastic. And is there good wine?
Yes, there will be a
Perfect.
servant will come up and seat you. They'll bring up a chair for you, very cushiony, silk, a very fine glass of wine, and crackers and cheese.
Ooh, yeah, brother.
You other guys have no idea what's really going on except for Aleski. Aleski, they will also do the same for you if you wish to see. HK, have you rolled?
I suppose I got to know what I'm going to heal at some point here.
I'm rolling initiative at this point.
Yep.
Dude, do it for Miss Elizabeth.
13.
Ooh.
Hang on. I get that D8.
Okay, yep, roll that. This may help you.
Sounds like you needed it.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. So,
Oh, I got a total of an 8 initiative on this one.
okay.
Wait.
Oh, man. You
What's
mean
the
the
DA?
sidekick goes first?
The sidekick goes first. Jew, all right, he is
Hero support.
40 feet away
What are we
from
fighting?
you. A rot troll is what the.
Do I remember anything? Do I know anything about rock trolls?
Let's see. Give me an Arcana check, please, Indrid.
I wasn't sure which roll you
Fucking kill him, guys.
24.
Hold on, I'm Googling what a rock troll is.
Well,
Drew doesn't have Google.
They do have. You will know that when they're wounded, unlike like trolls regenerate, they tend to spew
Just like that, dude.
gross stuff on top of their victims, causing excess damage upon them,
Oh, so like
and they're pretty diseased.
Brian Bosworth.
Rock.
And I'm going to relay that through the goggles. I don't even have to grab the sword.
Okay.
You know, tell them what I know of rock trolls and to be careful. Don't
Alright,
get
so
blood
that's what
on.
you guys hear.
Poison or acid?
Don't get splooged.
She's not sure, but she's pretty sure
Oh.
you'll get very vile and gross feedback.
Okay.
So it's
Alright.
40 feet away, Drew. What do you want to do?
Well, what are we thinking? Let this thing come to us? Yeah, I'm gonna hold action. Let HK make first move because he has all the special stuff.
That's what the crowd's here for.
And I will
I'm
position
going to.
I will position myself in a defensive posture.
All right, so you go defensive. All right, the troll will make a move up, but he picks up a rock somehow. It comes out of the bridge, and he will throw it at you.
Of course, he just summons a rock.
Are you not entertained? No, you held your action.
But you're able to sidestep. You're able to sidestep the attack.
Well, you know, they won the Battle of Carthage because they took a defensive posture.
Yeah. All right. So HK, what do you want
They
to
are
do?
fighting elephants.
And how close is it now?
10 feet.
Oh, it stopped just short of range, is what you're saying.
Yep.
What's your range?
Actually,
Right before it, bro.
yeah. Actually, it's at my range right now. I will do a lunging attack because I can hit it at 15.
Okay.
So, with the glaive, I'm bonus action Hunter's Mark beforehand, by the way.
Okay.
That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to be a 7 slashing.
Okay.
And then my Hunter's Mark damage is a D6, I believe. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a D8. It's cool.
It's cool. That's his Sukuri dice.
And that's going to be 4.
Okay.
And then my lunging attack superiority die.
What type of damage does Hunter's Mark do? Just curiosity.
I believe it's force. I'd have to look that
I'll
up.
look it up for you, Lee, while you continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Glenn.
Okay, thank you.
No.
What a good man.
And then the superiority die is another 3.
Okay.
That's
It's bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
So it's slashing because I'm using the glaive.
Okay.
Yeah, it matches the weapon. It's
Cool.
just additional damage.
Okay. And attack 2. And I'm going to rotate around so I cross in front of Jew, but come to the. So Jew's now on my right, whereas he was on my left.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, so its vision, hopefully, because I'm the one stabbing, it should track me,
Okay.
giving Jew a better opening. And I'm stepping up 1 as I do this. So now we're doing. That's going to be a 13 to hit.
That misses.
Then I'm going to add a superiority die for precision attack.
Okay.
Technically, I should have done that ahead, but it's an 8.
Yep.
So that would be a
That'll
okay.
Be it now.
And then I'm going to do that damage. One second. And that's going to be 13 damage.
Okay.
Hunter's Mark damage. That's going to be 6.
Nice.
Third attack. $23.
Hits.
That's going to be 8
Okay.
damage.
He's gonna finish this thing off and not have to do nothing.
Plus 4 damage.
Okay.
And then with my reaction, I'm going to give the attack using my 3rd superiority die to Zhu so he can hit it.
He's out of
And
range.
I stand up and I say, "Fuck him up, HK! Yeah!"
He's out of range, so he can't attack with that because he's 10 feet away.
I believe when I do that, he gets a move and an
If
attack.
he gets a move and attack, then he can do that.
Yeah, Commander Strike.
Yeah, fuck him up!
Well struck, HK.
Let me just confirm that on the movement piece. No, he can only make the attack. So any ranged attack that Ju can do, he can do.
Okay, so Drew, if you want to throw a javelin, I think you have those. You can do that.
Verbal attack at range.
And then I get to add a
Yeah.
superiority die to that damage too.
Do I still have the javelin? Oh, I do.
You better. I just burnt an ability for it.
You threw it once, and I couldn't remember if I retrieved it. Apparently, I did. All right.
Roll attack.
So good. Tossing a javelin. 25.
Hits.
Big 8 damage.
All right.
Hang on. And for the superiority die that goes on that, another 3.
Okay. You do lots of damage. The beast is howling. Huge amount.
Yeah.
Are you done?
And at this point, I'm gonna step back. Wait, how big is it? Is this a large creature?
Yeah. It's actually,
Bigger than you, isn't it?
yes, it's large.
All right. So at 10 feet when I stepped into range with it. If I go back 5, I'm still in range with it, so I won't create an attack of opportunity. I'm going to take the 5-foot step back.
You were 10 feet away. You stepped in, which would put you in 5, and then if you step back, that will go back to 10. So you would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay, in that case, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
That large creatures had an attack range of 10.
Not all of them.
No.
Not all of them. Okay.
All right, Jew, it's back to you.
It sounded like you were doing the hokey pokey. Again, what are we doing? All right. I am charging in.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my fabled launch myself off of HK towards this massive beast.
All right.
Legendary.
While raging.
Raging. There's your bonus. Reckless.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Okay, that's advantage to a hit.
All right. So first swipe at him. 213, 25.
That hits.
And then, do I get like a extra plus to damage here?
Just plus
That
2 from the
falls
rage.
under-
That'll be on top of whatever you roll.
What's that?
Plus 2 from the rage. That's probably
Plus
what
2,
check
yeah.
on D&D.
Okay. So damage is 19.
Wow. All right, you make a big chop on him. Its guts are spilling out on the floor on the ground before you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Second attack?
Yep.
Still advantage?
Yep.
Because of the
Roll reckless.
reckless 27.
Hit again.
And 18, 19. Why am I getting an extra
damage.
plus 8? What is that from in here?
Your proficiency and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. So 20.
Yeah, you carved into it. Even more guts are all over the floor around you. And I take it you're done.
Yeah.
Well, he will
I'm
now
happy.
attack you.
I smile.
He's attacking Zhu.
Well, you
course.
now stepped in front of you.
Yeah,
Charge.
because I reached out and touched him.
Send an all attack to hit him for trying to attack Zhu.
Yep, go ahead.
And ooh,
Ooh.
that may
Miss.
miss.
You missed.
Yep.
That's going to be a 14.
Yeah, you missed.
He didn't want to hit me, so
Jew,
he went
hit you
light.
for 22.
You hit me?
I hit you at 22. Yep. So you're gonna take.
Oh, yes. I'm at
Wow, no,
20
you'll
AC.
take 2 damage from this. That's being halved from piercing, and then you will take 22 damage necrotic as he bites into your shoulder.
I'm raging. Gain advantage on straight checks, simulate damage. Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. Does that help me at all?
That's why you took 2, and then
Okay.
you took the other damage being necrotic. Your armor class is 20. So
Why
you
do
missed.
always the necrotic gets me every time we fight these damn things?
Yeah, it's just fighting those beasts.
Jeez.
He misses on the second swipe. You're able to back away after the bite, but then he reaches out and claws you again.
This is a bitch like me.
So you will take. This is half damage. So this will be 7 reduced down to 3. This is slashing damage.
Ow.
Ow.
Then you take 6 more necrotic damage.
That's instant.
And then at the end, all those guts and stuff that are kind of spewing on the ground give you additional 7 more points of necrotic damage.
I'm not happy at all. That's it. Now I'm mad.
Okay.
That's why they said.
I know I'm not supposed to be mad.
HK.
The best fighter is never angry.
Have a healer.
I sent you that, HK. But now I'm mad.
All right, HK, it is your turn.
I told you, stay out of the guts.
Actually, is it my turn because I had best initiative? I'm not holding this time?
No, you. That was you. You attacked first. Remember, you dropped him to the 2 hits. He just now re-attacked. He actually was a little faster than HK.
Oh.
Because HK rolled poorly, and
Gotcha.
even with the inspiration from Cole, did not help. So now you're following up.
I'm going to continue rotating it around, so I'm always away from where the previous blood splatter was. I'm going to rotate by 5, hoping that Zhu follows suit on his turn. Actually, I'm going to rotate 10 to give Zhu a space to move in. And I'm going to go for the attack.
Okay.
And we're slashing him on his side now because he should be facing Zhu by this point.
Nailed him.
That's a 29.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
And that's going to be 10.
Okay.
And 3. So 13 total there.
Okay.
Second attack. 22.
Hit.
That's going to be 15 and 6 for a total of 16.
Nice. Okay.
Third attack. I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll that bullshit.
Good thing you practice.
And this is why we practice, everyone.
There you go.
That's going to be a 16.
Just hits.
And we're going to go
Come on, HK.
13
Okay.
and 5 for a total of 18.
Okay. You lop off its left arm, slashing across the chest. You actually see its heart just plop right in front of Jew. It screams, wobbling, and then a crazy reaction. It lunges at Jew to tackle him. Jew.
I'm going to go for a intercession,
Roll.
and I believe I can do that with my
Reaction.
He cut his heart out.
You can use your sentinel reaction.
Yep.
Give it a roll.
And that's going to be a 17.
All right, you hit him and stop him. But each of you will now take Each will take 7 more necrotic damage as it hits the bridge. The crowd goes wild.
Say that again. I take how much?
7 necrotic, both of you. That is also you, HK. And the crowd goes wild, and we say, "We have a winner!"
Was it dead?
It is dead.
No.
And HK stopped.
Well
it
done,
from
gentlemen.
lunging at you. Jew is pretty well damaged, burned, and sores all over his body.
I'm gonna pick up the heart and throw it into the stands. How much damage do I take?
Okay.
And how many
take
people did you just kill?
12 more necrotic damage.
12
But,
more? Okay.
But you definitely inspire a crowd reaction. You may have changed your status with that amongst your fighting compadre with that aspect.
Nice.
So you go back to Oleski with your hand black and blistering sores all over it. But the crowd didn't need to see that. That's behind the cameras, so to speak. And,
No longer hero support, you're a minion.
HK stands, circles facing the crowd, clanks his glaive to his shield, holds it down, and says, "Victory!"
And you hear more crowd cheering. It is huge applause.
Finish.
There you go.
We didn't get to finish him in there.
Dude, if you had left him alive, I knew we had to be close. And when you started, that's what I was going to say. I was going to have Zindred say, "Finish him," and give you the D6.
I was ready to do
You got too carried away.
I got to step away for a brief second. Be back.
I need to step away and find someone to heal me because I am hurting.
All right. So Oleski, you will. How are you gonna? Are you got a healing spell?
And they literally just like.
Do the
Are they
fights go
like
one
coming
after the
out?
other?
Yeah, they coming out, or are we going in?
Yeah,
or
they're coming out.
Coming out and go back to the barracks.
Huh?
well, that was short but bloody. You appear to be injured.
Not necessarily bloody, but a whole lot of
Feel a lot
melting.
He's got a lot of rock going all over his body.
Yeah. I feel a little rotten today. Can you help with that?
I might be able to offer some aid.
I caught
please.
what you probably should have caught the other night.
As Zindred walks by him looking for Jinx,
Yep.
she sniffs him. You smell like Hop's piss.
Said that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank
For
you.
the rotten, because, Hop's piss is gross.
I'll
I'll
reach
take one
out
if you want to go grab one for me.
and touch 2 fingers to Jew's forehead. So heal 13.
Cool. Zinder, Jinx will come back and hand you 100 gold. That's your flip over.
And how long do we have before our next fight, Jinx?
Please say a day.
It's gonna be a couple days,
Thank God.
so you get time to fix your warrior, and we're gonna set up something a little bit more challenging. That was splendid but quick.
Nope, super challenging. That was
We
good.
did tell you.
You did great in there, and
Keep
the
it
way you
right
grabbed
there.
that heart and threw it. I mean, I would never touch anything like that, but
Just
that was
a sidekick.
splendid.
Don't want to go too bad, too crazy.
Yeah, you guys definitely have the value worth.
Perhaps she'll change his billing in the next fight, as opposed to referring to him as an underling. They're a
Yes.
team.
Oh yes.
Jesus Christ, you just demoted me. I was a sidekick a second ago, and
Yes,
underling
really,
sounds even worse.
Very impressive. I will definitely. I think I will.
Sorry,
be
where I
passing,
come from, underling means sidekick.
I think I will be passing you on to Hartmore. So we'll have things arranged in a day, and I'll get everything situated for you and stuff like that. Some new paperwork. And yeah, so continue and enjoy. Heal up your guy here because he was great, and your Iron Man very amazing. And
How much are you down, Jew?
I'm below 50% in my
So
how much I feel.
knowing that we have the day and don't have to stress it, on top of what Oleski gave you, I can lay on hands up to 55 points, so I heal you.
Cool.
Unless that doesn't finish it.
55.
Hmm.
That gets me back to 100%. I am happy.
Does it leave me anything left?
Thank you.
Well, you will be able to short rest. There will be no
Okay.
combat. You're protected by Frog.
Knowing that we didn't have another fight today, that seems to make it simpler than having Oleski go through his slots one at a time.
Yeah, that's fine. But overall, I mean, the first initial, if you want to make it look good and healing, so you kind of knew your capacity of people, go from there in case it gets the next circuit gets trickier.
Yeah, it was more. I mean, if we have a couple of days, I'll heal just from long rests, But it was more of just
Yeah,
stop
but
the
what
rot.
We want you to look whole.
Yeah.
We want you to walk out looking like this didn't scratch you, like if nothing happened.
Right.
Zindred would recognize that what Alexi did was a
Oh.
lay on hands.
Was it? Okay, I thought that you cast. Fair.
No. I want them to see that I got beat up, so they underestimate me. So I'm fine with them seeing the damage that I took.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, as you've already been healed, should we beat you?
Oh no! Now that we're back in the
now
that we're back in the cold.
As Jinx left, I will just say you were given another name, just so if you want to track it down, because his name will be important. Is Heartmore. That's in the chat.
Heartmore was our next contact. Yes, thank you.
Oh, I
Keeping
thought you
that
said
right
Heartworm.
down.
Okay.
Heartmore
You will have
is
that.
new Jinx.
Okay.
So secretly, Zindred only had 24 gold. That's why she started with an entry bet of 20, but she wasn't going to admit that. It was an oboe.
I know. I figured it out. I liked it though. It was a smooth move.
Do we get paid for that?
And I'm going to put it on every fight, so we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
I want to, and by paid I mean some beer and a big meal. I don't need any of the gold.
Again, you don't need to pay anything at the.
All your
the
food and
living
drink
room.
is free,
At the
my
living
friend.
room.
Oh, big old brontosaurus steak and pitcher of hops piss. Let's go.
Jew, you can go to the rave, the tavern, and eat to your fill and drink to your fill. There's no pay.
I want room service. I want to hang out with the other
Oh, no.
gladiators and fighters.
Duly noted. All right, we lost sleep for a little bit, but that's fine. But it is about 4 hours of we started a little bit 4 hours, so about 2.5. Our adventure time has happened.
Oh my god, why am I so big?
Yeah, I'm going to end it here.
I just want to see your character up close.
Oh, you're pulling it up. Cool. That was good to see. We'll end it here. We will reconvene again. I'm unfortunately going to have to hopefully set a date. I hope everyone can kind of work it out. We'll see if we need to kind of do some adjustments. I'm hoping March 20th. So you guys can check that. If not, I will try to push it back one more, but it's going to have to be later in the month because my work has changed a bit.
Later in the month, there's only one more Sunday after the 20th.
Yeah, that's what I mean, but I can't do it any earlier because the thing is.
Lee has the 20th listed as one of the potential dates.
As open or to do something?
For his strike team AP game, but it's a potential. It's not confirmed, so it's like one of the dates that's going to be pitched.
But he would mostly do it in the afternoon.
Yeah, his slot is. It's handy that he's gone, but I still have this calendar.
Yeah.
12:30 to 6. I think he set it up that way on purpose so that if he had to, he could roll. But
okay, so why don't we keep that date, but we'll push it back to 7 o'clock. Does that work for everybody? Just do a little bit hour later.
7 o'clock your time.
Yes. Sorry, not Texas time.
I can do 7. Just definitely hit him up.
Yes. We'll get that figured.
I can probably do 7 as long as we don't go too late.
Yeah, we'll keep it pretty tight and sweet. It'll be a lot of this, whatever you're basically going to be in the same area, hopefully, and you guys should be able to pick some things out of here and go from there. Let me just end